ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Irish and non-Irish, top of the morning to you.
But no Northern Irish. Get them out.
How's everyone's St. Patrick's Day doing? Elliot, let's start with you. How's your St. Patrick's Day?
So, I've been off in the desert doing a lot of meditating for the last 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Kind of cut off from society. So, I don't know. What's anything changed back here?
Animal Crossing is coming out.
Oh, cool.
Animal Crossing, yeah. Doom External.
Anything else?
Doom. No, nothing else has happened. You should probably just go back to the desert. You know what?
I got a new bike.
Also, it seems like something that Jared Leto would say without having done that at all.
I think he's lying.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because someone was updating his Twitter account on a regular basis for the past, the whole time he was away. I'm not sure there's a whole lot of places out there where you're completely cut off from society, where you wouldn't know about this,
except for the Big Brother house in Germany, who apparently has been
crazy.
The producers have not told them at all about the coronavirus.
Yeah, it's that they're saving it for a very special episode where they tell them all,
and then they release someone from the outside world into the house.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to know how long it's going to take from everyone to be like, come on, you're messing with us. Come on, this is part of the show. To the sheer dread that must sink in that you're like, what?
Hold on, wait, my family's under quarantine? They're all under quarantine. They're technically under quarantine, the Big Brother people, but
yeah,
they're entertaining everyone in the meantime.
What I love is on Twitter, whenever they post Variety or whatever outlet posts that story, they show this amazing photo of 8 people in a hot tub just having fun.
Yeah.
And their world is just going to be shattered.
Well, they're already trading plenty of diseases by sitting in that hot tub all together.
It's funny because about 20 years ago, Charlie Brooker, one of his first projects was this TV movie called The Dead Set that was about the set of Big Brother as a zombie outbreak happens in the outside world.
Perfect.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it sounds really good. Sounds like a great time. So is everyone ready to start drinking? Elliot, is that beer inside that koozie thing?
That's coffee, but I can add some liqueur to it.
I'm gonna take the last sip of my coffee really quick here.
Guys, I've been off coffee for 3 hours. I didn't get the memo here.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been sleeping long nights. Staying up late. This pandemic is extremely unhealthy. I haven't exercised in 5 days.
Yeah. I have been sleeping better once I get to sleep because it takes so much CBD and melatonin to get me out because I'm up worrying at night. So I take too much, and when I wake up, it feels like I'm being pulled back into reality from a fantasy world. Very, very heavy sleeps. When I wake up, I'm I just feel like I got hit by a ton of bricks.
I've been waking up slightly hungover. I immediately open up Twitter, see all the bad news, and then I fall asleep for another hour. I'm just nope, not yet.
Yeah.
Also, I do have to ask Ricky, are you taking propofol? Because it sounds a lot like what I imagine
just
propofol would be.
CBD from the company Feels that sponsored us, and melatonin.
Okay.
I'm writing down. If you leave a super chat, I'm trying not to derail the show every 2 seconds to say thank you, although we do appreciate them. So I'm trying to write down everyone's names as they come in. So thank you, Jojen, Samuel, JC Garcia, Daniel Barclay dropping the 5 pounds. Thank you guys for the super chats. I'll try my best to write these down as they come in, so we're not derailing the show every time. Wait, okay. I'm gonna crack my first beer, and we're gonna go into the drinking buddies mode. All right, ready? Let's see if this works or looks terrible.
Okay.
Hey, just a couple of boys out at the bar on St. Patrick's Day. Am I right, guys? Woo!
Hey, my screen locked up. It's not you, my dumb computer, so I can't see. I think my computer's
I like how Phil just froze, but you kind of look perfect on the body.
Am I froze?
Yeah, you're frozen on our screen too.
Yeah.
Elliot's not frozen though.
Try to tilt my head in a way that looks.
We're both just staring at Phil in the middle, frozen.
All right, let me see. I might have to do a restart and pour some beer on my computer. Hold on.
There we go.
So weird. What a bummer.
Do a
All right,
restart.
be right
I'll
back.
go to this. No, it's all split up now, so, but when he leaves, Elliot will pop in right here. Elliot's sort of there. Here, I'm gonna kick Phil. Boom. Once kicked, he won't be able to rejoin. Stop video.
Oh no.
I'm gonna kick him. Remove. Okay.
Yeah, I think he'll be able to rejoin if you invite
I like
him.
how it's like permanently paused on. I can't remove him.
Yeah.
We might actually have to start a new chat.
All right.
Sorry, everyone. This is we're watching this as it goes down, or we're flying by the seat of our pants here.
We're doing better than most classrooms in America right now with the same tools. So
quick shout outs: Riedrich, Max Newitt. There's Elliot. It fixed itself.
Oh, good.
Max Newitt, Ricardo Mendoza, Rick Mendoza. What up?
Is that our Rick Mendoza?
I assume so.
Oh, what up, Rick?
So Elliot, what have we learned since the video went up last night? What's new? What's the latest?
I don't know. It's all that's a weird question. I haven't spent a whole lot of time looking, although that's pretty much all the time I've spent looking. But I don't know. It's all such a mess.
Tom Brady left the
Out
Patriots.
of order. Yeah, who gives a shit?
There's rumors that he's going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers of all places.
I don't fucking care. I don't know. Now, like they're talking about implementing UBI, but Mitt Romney, a Republican, has gone further left than the Democrats even have.
Yeah, Kamala Harris is like up to $500 for every family, and
Well,
Republicans are like 1,000.
They're trying to like means test all of it, like the Democrats love to do, which is like absolutely fucking insane. Like, okay, yeah, we're gonna give everyone money. All you have to do is go down to your local county clerk with like your last 5 years tax returns and like your proof of mailing address and proof of like all this fucking shit. It's like, yeah, no, that's never gonna fucking happen.
Yeah, and also people shouldn't be going down and doing that shit in person.
Yeah,
They
just
should
give
have a
everyone
fucking-
money.
Yes. Just do it the way that lawsuits hand out settlements to class action lawsuits.
Yeah,
Put the check in the mail. You
it's
have
not that hard.
It's very easy. Like this is the thing that pisses me off about the IRS too. It's just like if the IRS has everyone's info to the point where you can't like not pay taxes because they'll come after you, shouldn't you just send a check to every taxpayer who filed last year? Wouldn't that be kind of easy? Isn't there any kind of infrastructure for that?
Yeah, it's weird.
Because in most other countries, you don't have to go through the same.
Yeah, they send you a
tax
bill at the
filing.
end of the year.
Yeah.
And you double check and make sure there's no errors.
Yeah.
And then the only other stuff is like anything that wouldn't be accounted for, but there's, that's just a couple line items.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Brandon Sand, I'll get to the other super chats. Tomato Aspect, Munku, Ella, Rogue, Nicholas Bell. Thank you guys so much for the super chats.
Brandon Sands, brother of Bobby Sands.
He got laid off because his company shut down. So stop giving us money. You need that money.
Oh, yeah. We don't. You can keep it.
Keep the money. If you guys need the money, keep the money. If you are running into any financial hardships because of this fucking virus, do not send the money.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
We've got honey.
Don't worry about us.
Daddy Trump says the alcoholics are starting to get in on the hoarding. Hardly any liquor left on the shelves. That's true. I
don't know.
I called the other day.
I called Saucy last night at like 5 p.m. and they showed up like literally 15 minutes later with my order. So.
Saucy's loving it.
Yeah. I was surprised they were still operating, but not only are they operating, they are operating fast.
Well, they
And
got.
I accidentally touched the driver's hand, so I immediately ran in the house and washed my hands.
I found a bottle of hand sanitizer today, so that was a good thing. Oh, look, here we have another guest here. Hey, it's Brandon.
Oh, Brandon, where's your leprechaun outfit? Can you hear us? I think he has
I
to
hope he
turn
doesn't
on
do
audio.
anything. I hope he doesn't do anything embarrassing.
Does he know his mic is on?
I don't know. Let's just listen for a second. I feel kind of bad. I said, you're on. Can you hear us? You're on. You're live. Don't get naked. While we wait for Brandon to exist. I can't hear him. His mic's not
He
working.
can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Can't hear you. Shizzle, thank you for the $20. This is the beer money. Enjoy. Jake here. Cheers, brothers. Been enjoying your content. Thank you very much, Shizzle, for the $20. Andrew Rutan with the 15. Next round's on me. Good. Cheers. And then we also had another one from JC Garcia, David M8, Hippie, Joe Jen. Thank you guys so much. Jacob Santos with the $10. I'm just going to go ahead and chug this beer. Brandon, we can't hear you.
This is great shit.
Sort your
Good
mic up.
content.
Anytime we add one person to the mix, it's just complete fucking chaos. Everyone in the chat, it's Brandon Dykstra.
Brandon, can you hear us?
Theo Barr, thank you for the $5. Can you hear us, Brandon?
Oh, Brandon Winfrey is connecting to audio. That's,
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, was that?
Hey!
I can hear him now. Yeah.
There he is.
Oh, okay. It confused me because it was like
Wait,
joint
do you have a
computer
standing
audio.
desk?
Well, it's I mean, desk is a generous term. It's legit. I have.
Oh, don't show us your bedroom.
Oh my God, what a mess.
Yeah.
This is where the magic
okay.
doesn't happen.
Yeah, great. How's your St. Patrick's Day going?
Good. I didn't go anywhere from Friday till this morning, and then I had to go get my taxes done by my tax guy.
Okay. You know they extended it. You don't have to file taxes till July now.
Oh,
Wait,
God
really?
damn it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
Nice.
it was great because I walked in to my tax guy and he's like, man, yeah, things are crazy. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I just took advantage of it and bought a house. And I was like,
What?
okay, here's my W-2 that is shockingly low because
Yeah.
last
Here's
year was
the
bad.
$100 I owe you for filing for me. How's that new house going?
But he's a nice guy.
Um,
and
I'm trying to find the link so the chat trusts us that the taxes aren't due till July. Tax deadline move.
yeah, this seems like one of Trump's tricks.
sorry I'm a little late. Chloe called me. She says hello to everyone.
Oh,
Oh.
good.
We
Yeah.
should,
Let's see
if
here.
this goes long enough, we should get her on as well.
She's the first person that was like, that was all Charlie Day about coronavirus for me.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
seems like a germaphobe.
She just got, she got into it.
Yeah, I'm really into the coronavirus right now and all of the downfall. So Americans will have until July 15th to file their 2019 tax returns.
Hell yeah.
Ah.
Gives taxpayers an additional 90 days to file.
That's great.
But if you make more than $1 million a year, you have to still do it by April 15th.
Okay, well. I'll
Phil
see.
Arrigo with the super chat. Hold on, let me get Phil Arrigo in here. I'm gonna have to readjust the.
Did I take his space?
No. We have 4 spaces available. So while I get him figured out, how have you been enjoying your social isolation? Isolation, Brandon.
You know, not terrible. I guess so. I live alone. I've lived alone for like a year now. Mentally, I've lived alone forever.
Yeah.
But it's I guess it's not bad so far, but I do realize how much I would just like have a friend over or go hang out. You know what I mean? So like legitimately over the weekend, normally people would like hang out and stuff, and that just didn't happen. So other than that, it's been fine. What does suck is every gig I had lined up is gone, and I had a couple like shows out to budget approval, and now nobody's
Yeah, that's all screwed. I'm
doing
sure.
anything.
Well, we'll get your PayPal after this and give you some money for appearing on our
Appearance fee.
Stupid little show.
Thank you.
We're
Thank
keeping
you.
the entertainment industry alive single-handedly.
Internet Today
You
will
should
keep
be.
the entertainment industry alive. We were cast off by
Yeah.
the bigwigs at the entertainment industry complex, and here we are coming through to save the day with a stimulus package for the
Yeah.
man on the street.
I was playing COD last night with 2 of my old film school friends. They're both in post-production. I was just like, so yeah, what's your guys' situation? They're like,
Oh,
well, I had like 10 gigs lined up for the next 6 months, and they were all canceled. So don't know.
yeah.
The entire industry is completely shut down. It's fucking up people's lives. It's bad.
Yeah, so and it'll be interesting to see. We're like, okay, well, we'll get like obviously yes, we'll get over this, but like, how long is it gonna take? like now there's going to be this massive wave of people who also need income when we get out of this, and I just don't know how quickly people are going to want to spend money.
No, it's going to be economic hell for the rest of the year.
Oh, at least. Probably even more.
Thank you for that super chat, Nick C.
Especially if they don't like step in to stop like foreclosures and evictions and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, no. What was it? France just announced that they're putting a hold on rent until it's all over, rent and mortgages.
Yeah, if you don't do that, this will last like 2-3 years as people like, because they're gonna have to put their lives back together before they start consuming again.
Well, I know in LA they're like Garcetti is saying like they'll put a pause on it, but that all that means is that landlords are gonna be like, all right, well, remember those 2 months of rent you didn't pay? Well, give me the money.
Yeah,
and like it sucks because a lot of I don't know. Speaking from personal experience, my landlord is just a dude. He's not like a corporation. It's not like a corporate building. He's just a guy who bought the place and rented it. So it's like I feel bad if he's getting screwed over by other people. Like, luckily, we'll be able to afford it. But yeah, I don't know. It's going.
My landlord is a company that owns my entire street. So fuck them.
Yeah.
Wow,
it's going to be
the entire street.
Crazy seeing how far and wide this reaches. Really quick, I'm gonna restart the Zoom so Phil can get in because for some reason he's blocked. So I'm gonna go to the main screen, and then you're just gonna see me for a second, everyone. I'm
gonna go run and get a drink then.
I'm gonna re-invite them, so don't worry.
While we transition.
Look at all the new Zoom links in your Discords, guys.
Okay.
All right, Brandon, you too.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, so now I'm here alone. Great. Start a new meeting. There we go. Boop. There you go. So I'll just read some more super chats while I get them back in here. Again, thank you for dealing with all of our technical issues this time around. It's obviously much harder doing it with 4 people than it is doing it with 2 people, as you can tell. All right, I sent them their invites. Let me try this. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Phil.
Can you try it one more time?
Sure.
It's pretty good. It has a good taste.
There's Brandon.
All right. Can you hear me, Ricky?
Yes.
I got you.
All right. Yeah, we got Brandon back too.
Great.
Now we're just waiting on Elliot to take over the amateur sketch
I'm
spot.
not Elliot.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm at a Joe Biden town hall, virtual town hall.
Everyone should just like subtly leave the frame because we get confused and we're old.
And just and at that, I'm old.
Yeah, he couldn't stand not walking around for 5 seconds. Brooke Rogers, thank you very much for the $10 super chat. Phil Arrigo, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. Oh, you got an actual pint glass out. I might need to do that. Nixie,
because the beers that are going to be collecting here are going to be getting warm, and I didn't restock the freezer, so I got a cold one.
Sean asks, reading any books while in shelter? Let's see here. We got where's the good ones here? Here you go. We got the Chapo Guide to Revolution, a manifesto against logic, facts, and reason by Chapo Trap House.
Nice. I'm reading. Let me get it.
And that's pretty much all I have.
Is it a choose your own adventure book, Brandon?
I have a bunch of those like giant books you get at art stores? I have a bunch of those. Oh, there you go. There's Brandon. Explain what that book's about.
So this is Attached, the New Science of Adult Attachment and How It Can Help You Find and Keep Love. So it's actually it could be about romantic love or just friend love, but it's about the different attachment styles. Like,
oh wait, there's Elliot. I have to fix the screen. Hold on. This is gonna get weird.
Oh, he's got a dog.
That's cheating.
Okay, I forgot the different attachment, but there's like anxious, there's avoidant, and then there's like secure, and you want to aim for secure attachment.
Okay.
Anyways,
wait, is that a dating book?
Say,
thank
you.
No, it's not a dating book. It's
a book for incels.
Yes.
It is for incels. No, it's just about how you can try to structure your relationships to be more secure. And if you feel yourself becoming too anxious or too avoidant, then it's like, okay, well, here's how you can and it's good for people
I'm
already in relationships. and
Completely
stuff, too.
lost.
It's a good
I
book.
think
It's a good book.
I think
it's good
an
for writers.
interesting time to start reading it. Attachment when you have to detach
Hey,
from
there's two
everybody
me.
and
Yeah,
everything.
I'm trying to fix it. There we go. And now Brandon's there.
Woo!
I need to make Brandon's wider because he stands so close to the.
I'm too thick. Here, what if I stand like
Yeah.
this?
No, it's fine. I'm fixing it for you.
I do want to be thick.
Just one of those thick
Okay.
boys.
Here we go.
There we go. Now we're all on screen. We did it.
Hey,
Oh, so
the
this-
political alignment chart. Yeah.
chaotic neutral. This is one of the ones that I picked up
Lawful.
from one of those art stores. It's a book full of. It's literally just full of advertisements from the '90s. It's like a style book.
Oh, that's cool.
So I've been looking at it for like merch ideas and stuff.
Yeah, that shit's great.
Like here's a bunch of video game ones. There's like Lara Croft, like Double Dragon 3. What is this? Medieval from PlayStation.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I want to play. How is that?
I don't know. It's printed in a book.
There's
It's
this
the game's
really,
25 years old.
Ricky, is
I
that
thought
scratch
there's a
and
new
sniff?
one.
How's it smell?
It smells great. Alan Hernandez, thank you very much for the $5. Mystery Me, thanks for the 5. Aaliyah Deering, thank you. Been a fan since 7th grade and graduating high school in a few months. Jeez, we're old.
There's
Spencer
a great
Burt.
Twitter account called
Sam
Pulp
York.
Librarian. If you're into that kind of stuff.
Oh, Elliot, we have to watch the Cuomo brothers fighting.
I mean, I've seen it, but it's very funny.
Yeah. Meng Ung, $20. I'm a chef in Hollywood. Had to tell 20 of my hourly cooks there would be no work until further notice. Hope everyone in the food industry gets through this. I know this is going to be wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to the corner store and got some. I got some bottled wine. So
The
I can
tiniest
celebrate.
bottle of wine.
Well, there's
Just
4 of
comically
them.
small. Are you sure that's not balsamic vinaigrette?
No, it's not. It's Merlot.
That's like
It's
a bottle
Merlot.
of wine that a RPG character chugs when they need like their mana to go up really fast.
Yeah.
Gloop.
I'm saying this will keep you. This will get you pretty spicy though.
Is that soy sauce?
Are you chugging the entire thing right now? I hope that soy sauce is low sodium. Kamina, thanks for becoming a member. All right, well, okay, I'm gonna chug my beer, and then I'm gonna actually go get a mug for my other one. I got when I went to Boston like a fucking moron during an outbreak, although it hadn't been an outbreak yet. But when I went to Boston, I actually like did the most touristy thing possible and went to the Cheers bar.
Oh, it's real?
Yeah, it is real.
Inside too?
Okay, so the exterior from the show is an actual bar. The interior of that bar looks nothing like it, but they recreated the actual set bar in the building above it, so you can actually go to the set version of it above
on
it
the
as
premises. That's cool.
That's smart.
well. All right, well, I think Brandon was talking about his sex life while I go get another beer.
I will
You're
say
talking about attachment.
yes.
Tell people not to be
yes.
attached. MK Beats,
Don't
thanks
be
for
attached.
being a member.
And you know what? I can crush it if I want to. I just normally don't want to.
Same.
Yeah, Brandon, I can quit whenever I want to. It's the same thing.
And it's like I just
Whenever I choose to want to, I just don't.
yeah, it's great. I'm like, you know what? I've decided for celibacy for these next 3 years, and it's worked like a charm.
It's you were ahead of the curve on quarantining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I ran out of toilet paper so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, you just need a sock, right? Everyone.
I
What
don't-
are you gonna do with all those old busted socks that are either have holes in them or that you just have one of?
I've never understood the sock thing. I think that must have been a product of the 80s.
What like wearing them in general, or like losing one?
Yes, wearing them. No, the doing your business in a sock. I don't know anyone who has actually done that.
No. I'm saying when you run out of toilet paper, when you have to make
Yes.
your daily business. I'm not saying like you get rocking a tube sock for maintenance issues.
Wait, do you
No.
just wear them all the time?
No. Mm-mm.
I mean, do what you
Definitely don't buy a 12-pack off Amazon.
I bought so many Keurig K-pop pods or whatever they're called.
can. Oh, yeah.
Because they're like, I'm starting, like, as soon as I see something like, there is one left in stock, I'm like, well, all right. I'm probably going to need coffee in 2 months.
You're part of the problem.
Listen, I'm not part of the problem. I buy one thing. You know what? When I went and got frozen food to save for the apocalypse at Target, the whole section was cleared out. The only thing that was left was 2 bags of frozen tortellini. It was Oprah brand frozen tortellini. And you know what I did? I said, I'm about to be a hero. And I only grabbed,
fancy.
I took 1 bag. And I left the
Not
other
bad.
bag for someone
Thank
in
you
need.
for your service.
Yeah, thank you. I literally said that to the lady at the checkout counter.
I feel
You're a
very
hero.
lucky. We had friends in town probably about 3 weeks ago. So I did a Costco run, just prepping to have like people staying with us.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of stuff. Like I overbought then because I was like, well, what if they like this? What if they don't like that? And then they barely ate anything. So
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, perfect.
I'm
That
okay.
works for
Like,
you.
I have like 50 bags of chips. Not exactly healthy food,
No.
but I definitely have like calories here.
Yeah.
MK Beats, thanks for the 5. Phil, you actually turned down a trip to New York, right? Recently because you're such a pansy when it comes to a global pandemic.
Hold on a second. So my fiance Jenna was working in New York.
Yeah.
So she was there for it was going to be up to 3 to 4 months. So once she got settled, I booked a ticket, and 6 days ago or 5 days ago, I had a flight where I was flying out.
Yeah.
So let's say I was flying out at like 2 p.m. Pacific time. I was taking the dog for a walk. I'm packed. I'm ready to go. I'm figuring out, what am I going to eat before I leave? And she texts me and she's like, hey, they might be sending home all the non-New York people back to wherever they came from.
Yeah.
So she's like, maybe you should hold. Now, the day before, I was flying JetBlue, and JetBlue was like, hey,
Ice grab her from her apartment and bring her back?
no, but that was the whole thing. And I'm like, oh, so I canceled my flight. I'm like, if she ends up staying, I'll just rebook it or whatever. But the big thing was she flew back last Friday. So that's why we're both kind of like self-quarantined because whatever New York variant of this thing there is, she might have.
Yeah.
Whatever LA variant I might have.
Yeah.
And then we might have just like traded, or we both have it, or neither of us have it. I don't know. We're both fine, like no symptoms or anything. But that's why I'm like super hesitant, because I'm like, we have like this like bi-coastal germ thing going on.
So is she still there?
No, she's here. She flew in Friday.
Okay.
So
Good. Yeah, get out of there. New York is a real bad situation right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my wife had to go for a family emergency last week. Like no chance that she couldn't go. She couldn't not go. So she flew last week as well. And I'm just like, all right, well, what am I gonna do? You see, Brandon, this is why it's great that you're single, because no one can infect you.
Yeah, that's why I've been single. Like I've had a lot of people be like,
Hey, you
Yo,
want to
can I
date
come
forever?
over?
You want to get married? And you're
Yeah.
just like, nah.
and it's like, nah, what if there's a massive pandemic?
Yeah.
I need to be able to be
Yeah.
malleable.
Mhm.
I need to be able to shift.
Who's the weirdo now, ladies?
yeah, Brandon, I feel like you were onto Bitcoin when we all were making fun of it, and now
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bitcoin is in, and you're like,
Now
oh,
look at
I'm
me.
sorry.
Now look at me.
Yeah.
I'm in a studio apartment.
Yeah, when there's
Glendale.
when the amount of eligible bachelors goes from 1 million to 10, who's gonna be laughing?
Yeah.
Brandon Winfrey.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what? They're probably, when everybody else is wiped out, they'll probably cast me as the next bachelor.
Oh, that would be
Probably.
great. I think
And
you'd
it'll
be a
just
great
be
bachelor.
a storm of tall women meeting me
Wait,
and
has-
looking disappointed as they get out of the limo.
Has everyone here watched The Bachelor this season except for Elliot?
No, it's on in my home sometimes, but I leave.
Oh, okay.
I have to go.
Brandon,
I can't.
Did you watch Pilot Pete's season?
No, I did not.
Fuck.
Has The
sorry.
Bachelor ever had a short king as their bachelor?
I don't know. I only started watching it like 2 years ago.
No.
It's a
They should really have a
possibility.
short king season.
I know that the last like crazy one was I believe his name was Colton, and like on like the episode before the season finale, he ran away from the production, like just left, hopped a
Wow.
fence,
I did
and
see
literally
that.
just left and went into hiding
I did see that.
because he actually fell in love with the girl, but she didn't want to marry him, and then his heart was
Ah.
broken, so he started crying and just left.
He hopped a fence. Am
he
I
jumped,
correct
he
in
jumped
that?
over a fence, yes, and left.
Yeah.
Was
He
it
hopped the fence.
athletic?
And they sent yes, and they sent Chris Harrison after him, and like they were searching the woods and shit for him.
Wait, isn't Chris Harrison the guy who catches pedophiles?
No,
that's
no,
Chris Hansen.
yes.
Different
Oh,
guy.
they should switch jobs one time. That'd
Yeah.
be fun.
Now Chris
That
Hansen
was a
he
good
investigates
bluff, Brandon, how
YouTubers
you're
now.
like, isn't he the guy who catches pedophiles that I'm scared of?
He
Yeah, that
he
I've
investigates
never run
YouTubers
into.
now. He basically I think he'll investigate whoever like sends him some money.
Wait, so is he the new content cop? Is he
Yeah,
the new
pretty much,
iDubbbz?
yeah. Content cop with what's his name? Chris
Hansen.
Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
He's famously one of the Hansen brothers. You know they started a brewery?
Yeah, they all seem to be living their best lives.
Yeah.
Is it called
You're close. You're almost there. Go for it. What's an ingredient in beer?
What's the beer?
No, what's
it's
an
not
ingredient?
bop-
It's an ingredient in beer.
hop. There it is.
Hops.
There it is.
Hops is the name of
Of
their
course.
beer. Yeah.
Of
Man,
course.
Yeah,
that
I went on tour with them. They were really nice guys. They had their whole families out. The entire tour, it was like 3 weeks. This tour, every single night they refused to play Mbop because they're like an indie band. But the last night of the tour, they played it, and everyone that was working on that tour, like 100 people, all just stormed the stage in the crowd and was singing Mbop along with everyone. It was great. They're really nice guys.
Good. That's good
Because they
to
must
hear.
be like 35 now, right?
Son, they're at least in their 40s.
Really?
No.
What about the young one?
Oh yeah, you might be right. I bet the old one's probably 42. I'm gonna guess. Let's see.
I'm gonna look up
Hanson ages.
There we go. You know what? Yeah, that's how you get on a list right now.
One of them is
During a pandemic,
39.
you look up Hanson ages.
Taylor Hanson is born in '83, so he's 36.
36.
Zach, wait. God damn it. Where's
1983 is Jordan Taylor Hanson. Why is he the only one with a Wikipedia page?
Yeah, that's
Starting stream.
all right.
Boom, there we go.
All right.
Where were we? All right, we were. How old are the Hanson brothers? That's what we were talking about.
The
Yes,
the youngest one is our age, or born in '85. Then there's it's 85, 83, and 1980.
Oh, not their ages. They're not 85. I was like, dang. they really shut up.
Well, yeah. So the youngest one is 34. Yes, 34, 36, and 39.
Big Hanson shut us down.
Yeah,
They
they
did.
didn't want us to know the truth.
The hand.
The invisible Hanson of the free market. So here I'm gonna go ahead and finish this beer because of the outage. Sorry everyone, my internet went out completely. I was redlined on the modem. It was blinking red.
Society in North Hollywood almost collapsed right now. They're glad they didn't.
That is a sign of things to come.
Yep. As
Okay,
soon as
so
the internet goes out, people are going to start shooting each other.
So theoretically, I will say we'll probably be like we'll probably go into a France or Italy style lockdown by the end of the week, I would assume, right?
Yeah, San Francisco's already locked
Yeah,
down.
it's coming.
Yeah.
They're back.
It's coming.
I might go quarantine at my friend's house.
Well, that's not a quarantine.
But like
What are the
it's-
advantages? Is it that you want to be able to play like Connect 4, or do you just not want to be alone? Or
I
like,
guess I
weird,
think it's a back and
hard?
forth. It's like I live in a room and I think just they live in a house. So it's like, okay, I can be, but the thing is he's a cop and I don't know if like I feel like cops and medical people, like all the people that will still have to work will probably be at most risk. And
Yeah, you don't
know,
wanna
I
be
put
around
him in more at risk by having me come in who could have it, you know. I could be asymptomatic because me and Idris Elba are very similar in
Yeah.
both body structure
Yeah.
and talent.
And sex
Yeah.
appeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
the chat is lighting up like Idris. What's up, Idris? What's that
Yeah.
thing you're
How,
holding?
how did you
Idris?
guys
Like,
get
it's
Idris Elba
crazy.
in this stream?
Mhm.
Daily
Yeah.
Asgardian News, thank you for the $10. Hokage, Kelly in Ireland, Maddie. Last night I did my first stream on Twitch in forever. And I went to Disneyland on the stream. It was really amazing and magical. I wish you guys were there. We're gonna have to get Elliot in on the server. Someone made a team of college students made a 1-to-1 recreation of Disneyland in Minecraft.
Oh.
Wow.
And the rides all work. You can ride all the rides, and
Damn.
it has the music synced up to you specifically on the server. So like if you get on Pirates of the Caribbean, the ride is like literally exactly the length of the actual ride and plays all the
that's
music
cool.
and sounds and everything.
Wait, so okay, that's amazing. So you can go on. Can you be the driver in Indiana Jones?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I need to go check this out.
Space Mountain works. They have Galaxy's Edge. You can go to the cantina, and it has the cantina music going, and DJ Rex is bouncing.
It's up to date.
Yeah, and they're building California Adventure right now as well.
That sounds
Cool.
like
Yeah.
that legit sounds amazing. That's like did you guys ever play Disneyland the Connect game?
I've
No.
seen it. Disneyland Adventures. That's a child's game. It's a game for children, Brandon.
Right, but I'm just saying.
Hold on, Ricky.
Minecraft.
Let Idris Elba talk, okay?
Okay.
Idris, what were you saying? But
I'm just saying it was really cool to play that game, and you had to move like this, right?
Yeah.
So you could run with the Connect. But if you knew Disneyland, you knew exactly how to get around that park. It was really cool.
You're so
know
far
who
back,
right
you're
now
out of
is
focus now.
probably-
There you go.
Does it
you know
have the
who right
Hall
now
of
is probably
Presidents?
like,
Does
maybe you
have-
want me now? Second Life. Second Life is like, oh, do you want me to come back? Like, I can make a comeback right now. And we're like, that's cool, Second Life. You have like Minecraft.
Can't do
and-
that. No, it's
I-
all about VR chat.
I made a drunk panic purchase last night and got another month of World of Warcraft Classic.
Oh no. How is that? How is the classic?
It's fine, but like the server I was on, like I was playing with friends, but it's really hard to, everyone's on different schedules and they're all in different parts of the country and the world. So it was like we would rarely be able to play together, and there wasn't enough people on the server to like offset the loneliness of it. So if I do get on again, I'd probably just join like the most like packed server possible so I could actually play it.
Speaking
makes
of
sense.
panic purchases, Elliot, you smug bastard, before March 23rd, I should have a bidet in the home.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Big bidet winning.
Good.
I've never used
You're gonna
the
want
bidet.
the bidet.
I've never
Yeah.
used the bidet.
It's a little shocking at first.
It's exciting, you mean?
But like, I guess,
Yeah.
does it feel like? Because the worst feeling in the world is when you get a splash, right?
Yeah.
And you don't expect it.
Oh,
and
you
I
mean
assume
Poseidon's
a bidet is
kiss?
just that.
I mean, it's-
Yes,
But I feel like if
Poseidon's
you're
kiss.
the first time is probably whatever, and you figure out like how the knob works, so you don't like blow your asshole out. But like
Yeah.
after the first time, like you're the one in control. It's like you're going to the doctor and he's like cough.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you're
Which, by
driving
the
the
way,
car.
You're in control.
I've
Brianne,
always wondered
Brianne
this.
Farwick, thank you for the $20 super
Oh,
chat.
wow.
Amazing.
Thank you. This is a question. If I get the proper training, could I give myself like
I'm really worried what's coming
prostate
next.
checks?
Prostate checks?
Yes. Could I give do doctors give themselves prostate checks?
I would assume no.
You know it's just water, right? Like
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
the bidet, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying if we
It's
we
not a
take
long
this,
snake with a camera and a flashlight at the end of it.
I mean, I guess, yeah, I
It's a
guess
stream of water.
a doctor could shove the camera dildo up his ass and take a look.
I thought it was a finger. I thought the finger is what you're checking for, right?
Don't they shove a
All right.
camera up there? I don't know. No, I don't think
No,
any
that's
of
for,
us
like,
are
more
old
cases.
enough to actually have gotten prostate exams. Is there any olds in the chat that can tell us what a prostate exam consists of?
I think he just sticks his finger up your butthole and wiggles it around.
Feels around?
Yeah, I mean, I do
Yeah.
know there is the camera, right? That is a thing.
Yeah, I know
But-
there is a camera they put up people's asshole.
That's for like
That's a
colon
different thing.
stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Matt Danovic in the chat saying, Jesus, guys. This is the best kind of content you can get during a quarantine, okay? You're just going to have to deal with it.
Yeah, but welcome to the world of Big Bidet, Phil. When everyone else is losing their minds over toilet paper, so right now, currently, you will feel like a king on your
Yeah.
throne.
Yeah.
I'm
the
looking
porcelain
forward to
throne.
it.
Flo Rocket says, prostate is the finger, colonoscopy is the camera.
Right.
Yeah. Well, then I would assume you'd be able to check your own prostate.
Yeah,
Yes,
why are
but
we
you have to
paying
know what you're
doctors to do
looking
this?
for.
Wow, it is engorged. Doctors
But you
hate
know
us.
what? Let me throw this out there. I think it's all about angles and perception. Like using scissors, would any of you be
Oh.
confident giving yourself a haircut?
Oh,
yes.
I thought you. I
no.
thought you were with a prostate. Okay.
Brandon uses the Flowbee. I've seen him do it. What a weird
I-
product that was.
Yeah.
That's
haven't had a
only
haircut in a
90s
while.
kids remember the Flowbee. It was a vacuum with shears inside of it, so you would suck your
Yeah.
hair up into it, and it would give you an
Mhm.
even trim all the way around.
It's easy to use. I
Yeah.
use a regular vacuum now. Not as useful.
Wait, like
Uh,
you just vacuum the lice out of your hair, like it doesn't actually cut it. You're just like, yep, got to get the dandruff and the lice. Bzzz.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it
Yeah.
could be used for that, but you could
Yeah,
probably
that's
use a regular vacuum for that too.
Yeah, I mean dry bars are really popular now. Got to get a blowout.
What's a dry bar?
a dry bar is what I guess like most men don't go to it typically, but like it's where you
Typically.
go up to it and they just they blow dry your hair into certain fashions.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's just like
Wouldn't
a
be too
one-time
useful
thing.
for me.
Like once you wash your hair, it's gone, right?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
typically what you do is when you have an event to go to,
Yeah.
or a thing where you really want to look good.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
the
get
streamies,
ready.
The streamies.
I got the streamies coming up. I got a court date. All this
Yeah.
good stuff. And
The jury's
same
like,
day.
damn, how could a man this sexy be guilty of anything?
Yeah, I got this big like Johnny Bravo hair, like it's just like the Duracell Cowboys and shit. It's fucking crazy.
Sir, saying hello there, pretty mama, over and over again at your sexual assault trial is not doing you any favors.
Hello, pretty mama.
Hey there, pretty
Johnny
mama.
Bravo's back.
Horace and Alice, thank you for the super chats. Appreciate it. Let's get to some. We have some questions submitted onto the Patreon page. We should reiterate this again. We do appreciate the fact that we have Patreon supporters, and we obviously always love their support. But as Elliot tweeted last night, if your financial future is questionable because of this outbreak, it is absolutely 100% okay to not support us on Patreon.
Keep your money if you have cause to worry that perhaps you will be broke in the coming months if you
Yes.
do not return to work.
Feel free to cancel.
Do not give us your money. We don't
Yes,
need it. If that's
it's fine.
the case.
Good guy, Internet Today, right there.
Trent says this is on Patreon. Trent says, have you seen any of the conspiracy theories about COVID-19? If so,
Yeah, they're
which
all
ones,
stupid.
Do you think hold the most weight? Stay healthy.
The big one I've seen a lot of idiots saying since the beginning is that the Chinese created this virus as a bioweapon, which makes sense until you
My
do
dad said that.
the least amount of thinking about it. Like the most deaths and economic destruction caused by this virus has happened in China.
Yeah.
Like this is like if I invented a gun to take over the world and then immediately shot myself in the fucking face. It makes no sense.
But you were just testing to see if the gun works, and that's what China was doing, right?
Yeah, I guess.
To use a well-worn meme gif trope, Kevin on The Office bringing his giant his giant vat of chili in. Now the intended use was something else, but we all know he dumps the chili, and maybe someone just knocked over the little COVID-19 and oops.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, they really fucking fucked themselves.
The one conspiracy that I was talking about with my father-in-law yesterday was it's not even a conspiracy. I was just like, hey, don't you think it's kind of suspicious that the only official COVID-19 testing locations are run by Jared Kushner's brother?
Oh, well, but like that's not. I mean, I guess it's conspiracy, but that's just American capitalism doing its job that it was designed for. Like, what in a time of medical crisis, the medical industries are gonna want to make a lot of money off of it, and because our government is run by a bunch of incestuous fucking ghouls who all have their fingers in every pot, of course, the brother of the president's son-in-law sits on the board of a company who stands to make a lot of money off of doing tests for this.
He definitely sits on the board, but I think he's one of the founders as well.
That's correct. He's a co-founder. But like, I mean, if that shocks you and makes you question the world, you should look into just literally everything else about how American society works.
Yeah,
you're a little late to the party in analysis.
Also, didn't Trump try to like straight up buy a vaccine and then try to get it patented?
Yes, from Germany.
Yeah, a German pharma company. He tried to buy exclusive rights. I haven't looked into it much. We're going to talk about it on Tech News Day tomorrow, but I have a bunch of links pulled for it. But yeah, the German government is I don't know where it stands right now, but he was basically
they said
trying
it was really real. Like,
I'm pretty sure they said
confirmed.
absolutely not, you psychopath.
I don't know. I think the company was in negotiations, but I think the German government stepped in. It's like absolutely fucking not.
I was at the corner store buying my wine yesterday. And...
yes, sir. We have that one tiny bottle for you.
For anybody who missed it earlier in the chat, Brett, do you still have the bottle, Brandon?
Yeah. It's
there it is. Thank you.
It's
good, literally though. Vinegar.
It's a nice Merlot.
Does it say Gallo Farms or what is it? Maybe
more like
give us a nice product shot.
Robert Mondavi.
Gallo, maybe it's Gallo because it's Italian. Gallo Family Vineyards.
Okay.
There you go.
They started in 1933.
What airline did you buy that on?
Yeah, that literally looks like something they'd give you in first class to like hold you over for half the flight.
It
Yeah.
was $85 on Spirit.
Oh,
So
perfect.
Does that include a trip to the bathroom
it
afterwards?
did not. It did
Wow.
not. And I had to pay $10 extra for water.
Yeah. Brianne Farwick with $40 on the super chat. Woo! Glad to see the gang's all here. All four, always my constant source of entertainment. Phil, no tech news is complete without your pessimism. I need
Oh,
it.
thank you.
Laura
don't know
Ayer is a new member as well. Thank you.
I don't know if you need me right now. Maybe I'll just fade into the background and everyone's life will be better.
No, didn't you say? Aren't you gonna?
Truly
I think
right.
Phil's recording his segment from home this week.
I'm gonna do it from here, and I think moving forward, if I give you bad news, I'll have to give you good news.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll move away from bad news altogether. At least adjust with the times, pivot. If
Good
you will.
news,
Pivot
Phil. I don't know
to
if the world's
video.
ready for good news, Phil.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We're a
I don't
good
know,
news
man.
channel now. Justice
That's
Stewart
nice.
says, I work at a hospital. A lot of people visit ERs for non-emergency. If your life's not at risk, or if you don't believe you have COVID, consider visiting an urgent care or scheduling an appointment instead.
Yeah,
well,
something I've been thinking about based on my own personal experience.
What?
Um,
Urgent care?
So obviously this is stressing a lot of people out, stressing me out.
Yeah.
But I fucking 5, 6, 7 years ago, I can't remember exactly how long, but the way I discovered that I had anxiety disorder was because I literally thought I was dying of a real illness or something, and I went to the fucking urgent care, and I have a feeling they're going to be overloaded with people experiencing just completely psychosomatic symptoms.
Yeah. Two things.
Matt,
One, the problem is there's a lot of completely uninsured people in this country whose only resort is going to emergency rooms or urgent cares because their symptoms have reached the point where they are facing an emergency because they don't have the funds or insurance to go see a doctor before things get more severe, which sucks. Also, I did the same thing almost a year ago where I thought I was having a fucking heart attack, and it turned out that I was just having a severe panic attack.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people experiencing that currently, and it's not good for the medical system, especially in a country where getting actual psychiatric care is damn near impossible, even if you have health insurance.
Yeah, it's extremely expensive, and everything's out of network too.
At least in LA, there's 10 psychiatrists who actually work within the insurance networks, and the rest of them just said fuck off, and they're just pay the full rate.
Yeah, and then
$500 a day, by the way.
And those 10 people are so overbooked that you can't get any services for weeks at a time.
Right.
Yeah, so I just went through this recently because I was on Kaiser last year, and I was seeing a therapist, and I could only see her every 3 months or something, and
Jesus,
I just need more consistent care. I liked her a lot, but it's hard to make progress when the progress is that staggered. So I switched insurance to higher insurance to a PPO because I was my friends told me that it'll be better essentially.
Well, you can see more people, but it's expensive.
And so I left, and finding someone who was in network, I had to go through so many hoops because none of their databases are updated with when they have people seeing
their web portals are so stupid and bad and old and out of date, and it's all pointless.
Yeah, every time I've had to find a doctor, which luckily hasn't been that much, I'm generally pretty healthy, but every time I've had to find a doctor through an insurance network, I spend hours on the phone just going line by line through every doctor, and half of them don't fucking exist. The other half are we actually don't take that insurance anymore.
Yeah.
That I don't know why we're listed there. The other half are we don't have any bookings for open for 6 months. Good luck.
But it's not just the pain of the bureaucracy of the maze, because straight up you can pay around $400 a month and still have a $6,300 deductible.
Yeah,
it's
which
insane.
is insane.
Yeah.
Because let's say anything, appendix, broken bones, something with this virus, whatever, you're looking at probably close to $5,000 per year in premiums, your $6,300 deductible, and then anything else in copays on top of that. And it's oh no, that's how it's supposed to work.
Yeah, and any prescriptions, just outrageous if you don't have the correct insurance or if they don't have the generics in stock.
Yeah.
And something that's insane, and I can pull up the article or whatever it is, but if there are certain drugs that cost less without insurance. So let's say there's a drug that costs X.
Like ibuprofen?
But like if there's a generic,
Lexapro.
you'll get charged like $8,
Yeah.
but it's like $2 without insurance. But there's a law in place where the pharmacy can't tell you that it's cheaper without
Yeah.
insurance. And
Yep.
that's the fucking ghouls that Elliot's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like in the past, like pharmacists are actually they can be your friend in a lot of situations because they have the authority to override prescriptions in most cases, and point out if there's a generic option that is significantly cheaper. But there's increasingly a lot of like roadblocks for them to actually do that.
Yeah. Really quick, Kirby G, thank you for the $10. Steven Paulus, thank you for becoming new members. Danzig, thank you for the $5. Wait, I missed one. Republic with $25 super chat. My lucky self
There we go,
enlisted
there we
and
go.
shipping today, even with the outbreak going on.
Wait,
Here's my Brazzers premium funds for the next month. Please make sure it goes to good use while I'm in training.
All
Where are
right,
you? Oh my God!
And then Miguel, 20 Mexican dollars. Mitchell Sloan, thank you very much. Bard, 23.
They're called pesos.
Yeah. Caleb Pinelli, thank you guys so much. Let's get to another question from the Patreon. Nicholas Bell.
What does it mean to be a member, by the way?
Sure.
It's the YouTube version of Patreon. It's like a $5 flat fee. You get emotes.
It's like a Twitch subscription.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
we
I've
use
been
it to
off of-
post our podcast, our exclusive members-only podcast.
Oh, here's
which
another.
we haven't done for the last 2 weeks, but
Yeah,
we
I
will.
mean, I had a family emergency last week, and then this week we wanted to get a video out really badly.
Yeah.
So it's been tough to do the podcast, but we will get back to them. We promise. Things are just crazy right now.
Yeah, things are a bit unusual.
Yeah. Here's a good one that'll spawn the next conspiracy theory. Do you guys think if Trump has the coronavirus, the government would tell the public, or would they just hide it
No,
for 2 weeks?
we've talked about this. I think
also-
he has it.
I think he has it too. Did you see his response to what the test was like?
Yeah, he has not been tested, or like I don't know.
No.
They didn't give him the real test because he acted like it was a fucking colonoscopy or like a CAT scan.
It's the nose thing, right?
Yeah, they
shove
literally
it up your
Jam it
nose.
through your nose.
They stick a Q-tip up your nose and
Done.
they scan the swab. It's a very simple process. So that was very suspicious. But yeah, if he has,
He
it,
was
we would
talking
never
about
know.
it like it's like when you don't do your homework and you're like, in Death of a Salesman dies when he sales the dead. Like, it's like, dude, it's a fucking Q-tip up the nose. Come on.
Did he give himself a prostate exam? Is that what he thought?
Well,
Just
What's the
shove it up
sound of
my
one hand
ass.
clapping, Brandon?
what it could have been is that when he did get tested, the doctor gave him all the other tests that he's been putting off for like his entire presidency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's
this
like,
is
that
all
was-
mixed together.
That was wild. That took like 6 hours. Like
Yeah.
they took so much blood. They stuck their finger up my butthole.
Yeah.
I had to get naked.
Yeah,
They checked every inch of my skin.
Yeah. I can't remember. I don't know what their profession is, but someone on Twitter went through one of the first drive-through testing centers and documented the whole process. It's about 3 minutes long.
Yeah.
You drive up, you blow your nose, and then they jam this plastic tube up your nose,
Oh,
both
my God.
nostrils, and then they put it in a vial with your name on it. They show you that they stick your name to it, and then with your contact information, and then they send it off.
Yeah. I mean, South Korea started doing that in like late January.
The
would've
drive-by
been-
ones.
Yeah, it would have been
Yeah.
cool if we were a little
Drive-by.
more on the ball.
Drive
Drive-by
by.
corona
Hey,
test.
fool.
Yeah.
You with COVID-19? They
Shove it up
swab you.
you do the swab yourself, and then you and your friends pile into a Ford Bronco and drive past the hospital, and you all like chuck them at the,
Chuck the
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
at the windows.
It's a giant sticky wall that you have to stick it to.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't stick, you have coronavirus.
Mhm.
But the best test is wrapping Brandon up in rope and tossing him off of a cliff. And when he hits the water, if he sinks,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
he has the coronavirus. But if he floats,
But if he floats, he's a witch.
Yes.
It's actually, they use gushers instead of water. It's different.
Yeah,
It's a different type of
Well, and if I sink, there's 6 more weeks of winter. So
Yeah.
yes, yeah,
It's
they
So
can
there's
solve
Is
a
that
lot
what
of-
we're going to do?
There's a lot of
pros and
information.
cons.
Yeah,
Anything with physical
Depending
contact,
on the
we're just going
outcome.
to stack. It's like it's Groundhog Day. It's a witch test.
yeah.
It's this. It's this. It's Christmas. It's Kwanzaa. It's Hanukkah.
yeah.
It's everything.
Yeah,
Sir,
this year's being,
I'm gonna need you to step out of the car. We cannot see your shadow. This is this is really bad.
they just get so confused.
Yeah,
It's like, okay.
this man has no shadow. This is Peter Pan.
Look in this mirror, and he's a vampire too. Can you believe it?
Get the garlic out.
Yeah.
Did you see the Geraldo's newest test for if you have it?
Yeah, breathe in for like if you can hold your breath for 10 seconds, you're
yes.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Oliver covered that on this week's episode. But
Oh
Yeah, which
my
by the way,
God.
what a weird John Oliver episode.
I thought it was
without the-
great.
I thought
I mean,
it
it
was
was
great too.
good.
Because
It was great.
It is weird
Yeah.
without the audience.
Well, the
Yes.
biggest thing that annoys me about his show is all the like laughter breaks. I mean, it's like the same problem I have with like laugh track sitcoms. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a much tighter half hour that he did.
I think
where
it was way more informative, but like it is so weird to see comedy shows written with punched up jokes that are for no one, because he could have just done it in like completely as an information piece and it would have been just as good. And I appreciate the jokes, I really do, but it is so like glaringly obvious.
I don't know. I loved it, and
I think it's really good. I did. Yeah.
Maybe I'm a little biased as someone who does a show with no audience.
Yeah.
And
Well,
and
I
no-
think for
no
YouTube it's different,
music.
right? What I learned for YouTube is that like you don't. Well, how I would do videos back in the day when I still made hashtag YouTube videos,
Yeah.
but like you make jokes and then you just cut them off immediately and into the next thing. So it's like this quick train. So there's no pauses.
It's ADD, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
I think you have to do that. Otherwise, if you're pausing for people to laugh, then it's like that's what it's built for.
No,
but-
it's weird and it's sad, but I think we all, the actual, your politics aside, I think anybody can agree that like the debate with no audience was infinitely better.
amazing.
Because they weren't
Yeah.
pandering to that. You weren't doing these applause breaks for like.
Oh, yeah, I
8
didn't watch
people.
it.
It was fantastic.
And
Well,
it's like it was
if you-
like two dudes talking, and
Yep.
if it's two people talking, you can cut through so much more of the bullshit and
Mm.
through like you get
Well,
to the meat of it.
the debate prior was the one where like no one ever got to the bottom of this and got a straight answer on it, but clearly Michael Bloomberg had just like paid to fill
Yes.
seats on it,
Yeah.
and people were clapping for like the dumbest fucking shit he was saying.
Like him hiding his taxes. They're like, yeah,
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
tell our
He's
man
like, I
to
was
release
into
his
the Black
taxes.
Keys before any of you were. And everyone's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
"He was,
Americans
he's
are
in the
like
Black Keys."
very suggestible, and yeah, having audiences at these, it's like I don't know,
It's telling people how to
That's-
think.
That's
yeah,
how Lincoln got the nomination, though. Did you guys know that?
no,
He basically when they were because they used to do a nomination where everyone would just gather in this big theater for it, and then you would like just shout essentially to see who would be nominated for your party.
Yeah.
And basically Lincoln hired a bunch of people and sold and basically created fake tickets and hired a bunch of people to just like stand in line to rush the place when it opened to fill it with like fake people to shout his name, and that's how Lincoln got
Hey,
nominated.
I think
What-
the
what
ends
about this?
justify the means here.
Yes,
yeah,
What
yeah.
about this?
in that reason, yes.
By which I mean it's great that they shot him.
And you know
What
who his
about this?
campaign
Brett
advisor was?
Lincoln.
It was Steve Bannon's great grandfather.
It was. It was.
Beauregard Bannon.
Oh, Beauregard Bannon. He
How-
set the country
what-
straight.
How big was his bulbous alcoholic nose? Was it massive? Was it ready to explode
The
like a
biggest
huge
nose.
tick?
Yeah.
Oh, this is super off topic, but I started watching this show on our local PBS called Lost LA. And
Oh, it's
they,
great.
They did an episode about Pio Pico, the guy that Pico Boulevard is named after.
Yeah.
And that guy, wait, I think it was Pio Pico. It might have been.
It was
one
not
of the-
after Pico de Gallo.
It was either Pio Pico or one of the other guys that all the streets are named after. But he had this like fucking disease. Like he had a tumor in his brain that caused his face to like grow to like twice the size. And then but later in life, the tumor, it died. And so he returned to normal. But the dude looked fucking weird. Let me check on that. Was it Pio Pico?
Wow.
It's a great series
Yeah.
for any LA locals. Make sure you donate to your local PBS station.
Yeah,
I'm picturing an Akira type situation, just like a blue, and then it goes back. I
Yeah,
don't-
Google Pio Pico. Like the dude, very fucking weird looking.
PIO.
Yeah, Pico.
Pio Pico. What a
I
fun
mean, he
name.
just looks like kind of a chubby dude from what I'm seeing.
Well, like when he was like in his middle ages, his nose and his face and his like eyes were off kilter, but then the pictures of him like later in life, he looks pretty much normal again.
There you go.
I could see it where it's
On
just
the
like he's
screen.
puffed out and then he kind of goes back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, could they do anything about it at that time? I
No.
can't imagine living in any other time than now. I think I
No,
would have
I
died.
can't either.
I mean, I'm someone who has horrible eyesight. Horrible eyesight. When I'm not exaggerating, when I wake up in the morning, the phone has to be less than an inch away from my eye if I want to read it.
Well, no wonder
I
your
would
eyesight's
be-
bad.
I would be dead. No, because I'm wearing contacts, but I'm saying
Oh.
I can't read anything past here.
Okay.
Yeah.
200 years ago, dead.
Yeah.
Dead on the spot.
Well, they would have killed you. You're yeah. Well, look at this
I know,
blind
but-
asshole.
I know, but I'm like, I wouldn't even have any point of reference to become like a court jester. And they're like, all right, well, bring him in.
This
If he
guy
make
can't
you
even
laugh, we'll
juggle.
Kill him. Yeah.
Get rid of him. Saul Espinoza, Elodie Good, Jacob O. Thank you for the super chats. Tomato Aspect. What's up? Thank you for the $10.
Tomato Aspect. Yes, if you're a member, you just go in the community tab, and all the old podcasts are there.
Yep, and
Oh,
you get
nice.
cool emotes.
I want to start a podcast.
No, there's a podcast overflow right now with everyone being home.
Yeah, everyone's
So
starting.
can we talk about that? About how everybody is going to be flooded? I mean, it's already kind of starting.
I'm gonna let you
Content
talk about it while
creation.
I go to the bathroom. So the floor is yours.
Oh, thank you. The Florida is mine, Ricky. Thank you very much.
Florida is yours.
I mean, that's what's going to happen because everybody who's remotely creative, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but if you don't work in a creative industry and you happen to be working from home, everybody's going to need an outlet, and everyone's going to be on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, making shorts, making stills, making memes, and it's going to be crazy when everything's overloaded because as it stands now, we're kind of in an echo chamber where everybody's making content, but like not everybody wants to digest other people's stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to get weird.
I wrote a script this morning. That was the best thing I've ever written. And it's just too much content. People can't read it.
What's
Should we
the
do a
elevator
live
pitch?
reading of the script? Should we?
What's the elevator
dramatize
pitch?
It's an Animal Crossing Doom rom-com fanfic.
Okay.
It's 4 pages long. I made sure I could keep it on Twitter.
Okay.
It's on my Twitter.
Let me look this up.
It's a dream come true. I asked people because I wanted to do this, and I asked people what games should I mix, and then what genre, and people wanted Animal Crossing Doom.
Doomed to love.
Doomed to love.
Love can bloom even on a battlefield.
Yeah. It's Anyways, this is what I've been doing with my time.
Yeah, it's good. It's very productive. I have not been. I've been somehow even less productive than usual because I can't concentrate, and I need to be
When
like
your mind
on
is
Twitter
overloaded.
checking like the news every 5 fucking seconds. Yeah.
I'll
Haven't had a
walk away
moment's
from the
peace.
computer and check my phone, and then walk away from that and check the computer. It's like,
Yeah.
fucking pick one, dude.
Yeah. The key is I got to get myself buzzed enough that I can sit down and like watch a movie without constantly being like, hey, I should check my phone.
Yeah.
It's like just drunk enough that it has a sort of inverse effect of making me pay more attention to the thing in front of me.
Yeah. I never thought of all things when the debate was on. I was like, I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to undermine this if I'm constantly like swiping and go, oh, what do people say? Refresh. So I put my phone across the room and sat there like just drinking, watching 156 years of men on the stage yell at each other.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat said, let's see here. Why hasn't Jacob Wohl done a press conference to inform about Corona? He, if you follow the Jacob Wohl,
he does not think it's real.
No, yeah, there's an account on Twitter. We've talked about it before on the show.
Yeah, the Jacob Wohl report. Give him a follow.
Yeah, they've been posting everything that he posts on like Instagram and shit. Blim Blam Sam, $5. Not sure if drinking because of St. Patrick's Day or breakdown of society. Here, let's all do a big cheers to St. Patrick's Day right now.
Yeah.
For allowing us to stay at home and drink.
Sláinte.
Cheers.
That's how you say cheers in Ireland. Sláinte.
Cheerio. That's
But
Italian.
because it's Irish, it's spelled like in a way that doesn't look at all like how it's
Schwarsche Ronan.
It's
I will say-
Slainte. Sláinte.
As the resident Italian in Italian, the way you say it is single serve red wine.
Perfect.
That's how you.
Yeah.
Carlo Rossi.
Brandon, does your wine bottle have a nutritional label that says 1 serving per
Don't.
bottle?
It just says don't.
It came in a pack of 4.
Oh,
Can I get the 4-pack of wine, please?
can I get a 1-pack of the 4-pack, please? Just one.
It's
wanna get
13%
crazy.
alcohol.
Oh.
By the way, I went axe throwing for the first time.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
actually quite fun. I went.
Yes, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not good at a lot of things, but I'm shockingly good at throwing axes.
Yeah.
That makes
having never
sense.
done it.
I feel like your skill set is like mostly confined to like circus performer stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
You're one of the few people I know who can ride a unicycle.
I can.
Yeah,
you know-
Yes.
You know, Brandon, put him in spandex, 400 feet above the big top. He's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And that's how he becomes Robin.
I grew up in a circus town, and it's where all the Wallendas are from, and I think that you would fit in quite perfectly with all of them. You know how?
Yeah.
Okay, you know how they
I would
have
love to run away to the circus.
You know how they
Well,
have
too
like
bad. The circus is closed.
you know how they have VFW halls for veterans where they
Yeah.
can just go and drink and hang out with each other. They have in my hometown a like grocery store sized, like that big, hall for only union circus performers, and they all just go there and drink. It's incredible. It's called Show Folks.
Yeah.
That would have been.
Yeah, you have to be a circus performer, or like they can bring one guest per time in.
Ooh, you know,
That's
I know a
awesome.
clown. I know a clown.
Is that how you get into Magic Castle too, Brandon?
Is that
I do know a magician, but oh my gosh, I need to. Oh, he's in Australia right now, being a clown. Shit, he's coming back though.
And his
Like,
name
wait,
is
really?
Tom Hanks.
wait,
I
where
wish.
is it in Florida? I kind of want to see the Yelp review. I want to see how many stars.
Let me see if I can find it. It's called Show Folks in Sarasota.
I know a clown.
I know a clown.
When you walk into his place, he has giant clown shoes where the shoes are supposed to go.
The Show Folks of Sarasota is the only social organization of its kind in the world. Home to artists, musicians, producers, fans, and enthusiasts. Our Show Folks Brotherhood spans the globe and is rich with a long storied history.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Here's what's weird: no photos, not claimed, no reviews.
It's like the Illuminati.
Oh yeah, they keep it. Keep it in the family.
I'm not
That's it.
kidding. I always thought it was an abandoned building until like I have friends in the like I literally grew up with people in the circus industry, and they've told me about it, and they go when they visit home for like Christmas and stuff. One of my first crushes ever when I was like in 5th grade or something like that was Lyric Wallenda. We were pretty close.
Your
We used
name
to
was
sit at the lunch.
Lyric?
We used to sit at the lunch table together.
Ooh.
So there you go.
What
I
age
bet
is
she's
this?
real flexible.
Well, I didn't know that then. I was just like starting to realize that you could have crushes on things.
Yeah,
Remember
boys
my
and
first
girls.
crush.
It's a real shame they shut down the
Everything.
Ringling Brothers Clown College. Real
Yeah.
sad day. That was like last year. It's over.
Okay. Can I pitch something? Can I pitch something? I feel like you guys cover Elon quite a bit. Do you think he will develop some sort of quantum time space thing where you can fit more people in a car than you think you should be able to, and call it the Tesla clown car?
I'm sure he'll promise that and then never deliver.
Well, he did
And then-
actually. He re-engineered the seating capacity of a normal truck with the Cybertruck.
I mean, it's pretty much the same as your truck.
No, it's 3 across the front and 3 across the back.
Yeah, haven't trucks been doing that for like 100 years?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know. Well, okay. So back in like the 70s, there was no safety regulations. So yeah, sure.
Yeah, bench seats. That's pretty normal, right?
But this is where he's thinking outside the box, and you guys are like on 1D chess. Everyone's sitting like this, but what if you put people on the ceiling like this? Like you put seats on the ceiling, and
Yeah.
you turn off the grav on your Cybertruck, and you're just like, oh, let me just put this, Linkin Park CD in, and then you're on your way.
What is
You're
Brandon
good.
showing us?
Yeah, what is that? Is that the clown you know?
That's my clown friend. That's when he.
Is that you on the right?
Yeah, that's me when I used to dye my hair. No, this is when his final performance with Ringling.
Oh.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So
What are
my
they
old-
doing now?
They're in Australia being a clown, I think.
Oh,
No.
good.
Yeah.
Thank you, John Henry and Valkyrie99 for the super chats. Ringling is literally built my hometown, so it was very ingrained in all of us growing up that the circus was responsible. Like the same way that Miami was built on cocaine, Sarasota was built on the circus.
That's, can you, Ricky? Have you ever snorted a circus before? How does it go? Does it burn?
Snorted a circus.
Yeah, it's great. If you get the circus from Columbia, it's very good.
Yeah.
I stayed at Circus once in Vegas.
Yeah.
I used to date a girl in Vegas, and
How did that
I
go?
went out there to see her, and it didn't work out. But
Okay. Well, I know that.
but she was great. But she was like, "Where should we stay?" And I was like, I was panicked because I didn't know anywhere to stay, so I just looked online for deals, and Circus was the cheapest place to
Brandon,
stay.
move to your right.
Wait, where do I go?
No,
Yeah,
you're not
Brandon,
in it.
there's
You're
a
not in it.
there's a
Brandon,
sniper.
this is
okay,
all
move to your
Phil
left.
now.
Move to your left, Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon, there's a sniper.
Okay, and
You
then
gotta-
Phil, move
Phil,
to your
move to your right.
Brandon, more left. Phil, more right. Lean all the way over. Put your face in.
All right, Brandon, you're good. Hold.
Yeah,
Phil,
Brandon,
Wait,
you're
okay,
good.
hold on.
Phil, you
I
got to
see,
get really
I see.
close to the
Hold on.
camera.
lean forward, Phil. Oh,
More to the right.
I'm trying to figure out which one it is. I see.
There you go. Now get in there close. All right, now we're all drinking together. Woo!
hey!
Happy St. Patrick's
the
Day.
boys.
Woo!
Just a couple of boys holding a pose
Yeah.
down at the local watering hole.
Yeah, cheers.
It's like, quarantine ain't so bad, is it? It's like I'm there.
Oh no, am I in the wrong one or the right one? I'm in the right one now. Okay.
You're all good. You're all good. We'll go back to the cubes. There we go. All right, let's see some other questions over here. Let's see. Some of the questions are already outdated based on the coronavirus. Like, what do you think about the primaries? What do you think are going to happen to the primaries?
So I've been sort of following it today.
Lots of places that are just not allowing people in.
So in Illinois and Arizona, like it's such a fucking shit show that a bunch of polling places that were decided to be open didn't receive like ballots. They didn't receive like necessary supplies for actually being a polling place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of workers just didn't show up.
It's a fucking disgrace. I don't know what the deal with Ohio currently is, but the Ohio Democratic Party said we're postponing it, and then the governor of Ohio said no, you're not. But then
the judge of Ohio.
Well, then a judge upheld that, but then the head of Ohio's Department of Health was like, no, they have the power to, I guess, order that to stop. So I don't know what the fuck the deal is right now with Ohio. No. But yeah, no, it's a fucking disgrace. Whatever happens with the results of today's primaries is pretty much fundamentally undemocratic because the turnout is going to be so fucking low. Like it's not going to be an accurate assessment
of the will of the people.
Any sort of consensus.
Yeah. By the way, me and Phil have the same exact couch behind us, I think.
Ooh, where'd you get it? IKEA?
I think we got this from
what's that other
Living
one?
Spaces or Wayfair or something. Why is Brandon stripping?
Yeah.
Oh shit! It got a little hot.
Can you put your fingers in some water and just make your nipples visible through the wife beater?
Dude, so the problem is I have pretty low nipples, and this is something
low nipples.
Before. I have very low nipples for an.
Hey, welcome back,
person.
Phil. We're talking about Brandon's low nipples over here.
What? Now I'm worried about where my nipples fall on the height.
But I just feel like because I don't know, and I didn't realize this. I realized this when I was about 8 years old, right? When I started seeing nipples for the first time for what they were, and I just, for some reason, I have low nipples, and
I'm not supposed to be touching my face, and you're making me do it, Brandon.
But it's either down here. Now here's okay. Like, look, normal nipples would be up here.
Wait, where? Yeah, I can't see your
nipples.
nipples.
What are you talking about?
I have a question, Brandon. Have you seen anything other than a Ken doll where that? Also, I walk in and put these in. The first thing here is like, look, I've got low nipples, and let me tell you, that was the best time to leave and come back.
It's legitimately something.
Amazing.
The reason I don't take my shirt off around women a lot is because I feel self-conscious about my nipple.
When would you be taking it off anyway, unless you're being intimate with them?
Well, yeah, that's the thing is normally I like to keep my wife beater on when I'm intimate because
my God.
I don't think that sends the right signal based on the name alone.
I'm just saying, I'm getting a John McClane vibe right now. I would put your shoes on because you're going to have to walk over some broken glass pretty soon.
Yeah. Hold on. We'll get back to Brandon's nipples really quick, but because I want to see what the chat's saying. But first, I want to
show us your nipples. I want to know what you're talking about.
Patrick Sandoval, thank you very much. Brenton from Florida, thank you. Wendy Sparrow with the $10. Thank you, Wendy Sparrow. Tyler Newstead, thank you very much. Now let's see what. Okay, everyone's saying show us the nipples.
After all of that, you have to show us.
Yeah, we got to see the nipples, Brandon.
No, I don't think I've shaved them in a while because of the quarantine.
Shaved them?
Yeah, you gotta shave your chest.
You got to?
Brandon right here. So
What was that?
Ricky and Elliot, you went that. Remember we did that one sketch where you guys played like the fake Jane, Silent Bob.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Brandon,
good.
this was it. It was at peak PUBG. Brandon
Oh, that's
went
right.
tidy whities and afro wig.
Oh yeah, I
like
remember
the,
that.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
dollar store noob in PUBG. And motherfucker was on set for almost 3 hours wearing nothing but a bad afro wig and tidy
Yeah.
whities.
Yeah,
And
he loved
was
it, I bet.
a consummate professional.
Yeah.
So
We-
I can't.
We
I'm not
forced him to
gonna-
dress up as a leprechaun, except we didn't have to force him. He was excited to put on the costume and dance
You
around.
know, I'll just go for it. I will say, so that day, Phil, I did some prep. Like I made sure not to drink water for 24 hours before.
like you're going to a fucking weigh-in,
Yeah, or like a porn shoot.
trying to make weight.
Yeah, I didn't eat for 24 hours because I knew I was getting fucked in the ass. So
But I will say, what was bad? It wasn't bad, but I know I'm super pale. Like I'm pretty pale. And the under part of me never really.
yeah, we can white
shows
balance the
sun.
stream off your chest.
Yeah.
Wait, the
But,
under part of you, like you're some sort of like
Okay, so here's the thing.
whale.
I was an extra in the movie that Chloe was in called Diminuendo, and this is another side story. But there was a photographer there taking pictures, and he kept taking pictures of me, and I was like in the crowd, right?
Hey, what?
And
Hey,
he
little boy, get over here.
But he kept taking pictures of me, and he kept whenever he would take a picture, he would look at what he just took, and he would like go, right like that, and he did this all the time, and then finally came up to me and he goes, "Hey,
You got great
the
nips.
skin underneath your skin is incredibly pale, so no matter how much you tan, it will never." It will still show as pale.
What are
if
you like? What are you, a
flash
dermatologist?
pictures." That's what he said. He said
The
that apparently.
skin under your skin. It sounds like he's like, why don't you just get naked and I'll cut your skin off and we'll take photos at my place.
Yeah.
No big deal.
That's
He's
pretty much
he's
what it was.
apparently really into like young men where you can see veins under your skin, but not because you're
Yeah.
muscular, just because
Ugh.
your skin is so thin you can see it.
Translucent.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Usually, if you're
Thank
not
you,
into
Zaylor,
something,
for
you
the
don't
super
just
chat.
keep taking pictures of it. Hey, I'm on set. I just took 416 pictures of you because I'm not attracted to you whatsoever. Come on.
Can you sign this
but-
release form, please?
But because I knew I'm so pale and I like wanted some I wanted to not be as pale.
By the way, chat, there are layers of skin apparently. This is an educational stream.
It is. I remember I went up to Jillian and I was like, Jillian, she's MUA at Machinima.
Wait, what's an MUA?
Makeup artist.
Makeup artist.
Okay,
Wah.
cool. Sorry, I'm not in the industry.
But she's great. But I remember talking to her and I was like, hey, do you have enough makeup for my entire body? And she was just.
And then
like,
she filed an HR complaint.
No.
I'm pretty sure he was coming on to me.
So I just had to basically then take this foundation and just was rubbing it all over my body. It was but it turned
One
out
more
well. That video was great.
That you can't find online, unfortunately, and I'm sorry to keep bringing these up because it's just like, why are you? Even
Are you
talking
sure
about
they're not on
this?
YouTube, Facebook anymore?
But they're not because Machinima went away. So
Right, but I
uh,
still think Game Kings is still there. Thank God.
I'm not sure, but Jillian actually, we made Cooper. Remember Peanut Butter Baby, where it's the baby covered in peanut butter.
Oh,
yeah, that was gross.
We covered Cooper, and turns out I don't know, 5'10", 6 foot man takes about a jar of 36 ounces of peanut butter to cover him and put him in a diaper.
Oh.
Guys, we have
That was
breaking
that.
news. Breaking news. I wish we had a breaking news alert. Kevin Durant has tested positive for coronavirus.
Oh no! Hey, breaking news.
Perfect.
Breaking
Uh,
news.
By the
Breaking
way,
news.
I saw someone on Facebook say that coronavirus was fake because Idris Elba says that he has it, but he doesn't have symptoms.
Well, that's
So
because rich
obviously
people can
this
afford to
is
get
fake.
tested.
How can viruses be real if our eyes aren't real?
How do magnets work?
That's true.
How do magnets work?
All
Did
Kansas.
Kevin Durant give it to Adam Sandler?
Well, I don't know. No, that's a different person. That's
KG.
Kevin Durant.
Grant.
Who is it in
Uh,
Uncut Gems?
Kevin Garnett?
Kevin
Oh,
Garnett.
oh,
I got my-
yes.
Got my basketball Kevins mixed up.
Yeah.
My
Elliot's
bad.
not racist. He's just dyslexic.
The
I also
Weeknd.
just don't follow sports very
Yeah.
much.
You know, guys, it's
All
just a
Kansas
stutter.
City, all Kansas public schools are closed for the remainder of the year.
What?
Yeah, good.
Kansas?
Wait, Kansas City, Kansas or Kansas City, Missouri?
Kansas, the state of Kansas.
The band?
No, not the band.
We're
The
not
ba-
in school anymore.
However, the band Chicago is self-quarantined. Let's see what else is new. I'm trying to catch up on all this. Regal Cinemas has officially closed.
Yeah.
Cinemark has officially closed. I haven't seen anything about AMC. Maybe someone can...
AMC is officially closed for 6 to 12 weeks.
Wow.
They're pausing all A-list subscriptions
Good.
just automatically.
So yeah, can we talk about this? I think because everybody has an opinion, I think it's a constructive conversation. How do we feel about movies? I feel like all of us were like, look, I don't want to go to the movies, but I'll pay X dollars if I can watch this movie that's in theaters at home. Is it $10? Is it $20? Is it $50?
Well,
Looks like
we're-
I know that they're doing this now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Invisible
Universal,
Man,
it's $20.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
is
Frozen's
great.
already out on Disney Plus. Me and Elliot are pretty convinced that they're just going to release New Mutants to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
The wait
That's
has been long
pushed
enough.
like 5 times.
Yeah, they should have done that a year ago, honestly. That should have been a launch title for Disney Plus. That movie was filmed 5 years ago.
Yeah. The thing is, I might be spoiled with AMC. I love going to the movie theater. I consider it to be dreaming together with other people. Like I
Okay.
love the cinema experience.
And I love you.
But there's something about it, just watching something with people. And I know a lot of people are like, I don't want to go to the movies. Just let me. They're excited about paying $20 to watch a movie at their house.
Yeah.
I just don't think most people are.
Yeah.
Because it's still kind of a pricey thing, especially in this world of subscriptions.
Well, okay, so we were talking about this yesterday, and like for a movie like Trolls World Tour, which is going to be released on VOD the day that it was supposed to be released in theaters, $20 is a bargain because that is a family movie where you're going to bring your kids and stuff like that.
Wait, hold on.
Elliot's got it.
That's the trigger phrase. You said Trolls World Tour, and Elliot just bleeding out of the face right now.
Yeah.
I
you
got the
watch
coronavirus
Trolls-
from that news.
Yeah. Monku, thank you for the $5. Appreciate it.
chances are one of us has it.
What do you guys think about Patient Zero in America being Papa John? Like, if you look at that footage of him in that interview from like,
No,
Yeah.
The reckoning will
here's
come.
why I don't believe.
yeah,
Look, he didn't eat 40 pizzas in 30 days. You can't believe a word. He is John McAfee to me right now.
yeah, he's
He
sweating.
no
Oh,
longer.
by the way, we're getting sex bot spammed right now in the chat.
Yeah, it's been a big problem on YouTube Live lately.
What?
But,
Yeah,
of course.
all of the bots are taking huge advantage of people live streaming.
Yep. It's a problem that Twitch has never really had to deal with, but that's because they actively care about the product they're offering. YouTube does not care.
Oh, and I want to make an announcement really quick before we get back into the movie talk. It is 2:37 now. This stream will be ending around 4 p.m. And just to let everyone know, we are going to find the best link possible for the Dropkick Murphys live St. Patrick's Day concert.
Nice.
So when that goes live and we have the best link possible, I think it's being broadcast on both YouTube and Twitch. So if they're doing it on YouTube, that'll be easier to link to. So wherever the best way to view it is, we are going to spam the chat with that link, and we're all going to go together and watch the Dropkick Murphys live performance, and you're all going to tell them how fucking Internet Today brought you. Hey, what up, Chloe? Chloe, do you want to join us? Are you on Discord? Send me a message on Discord. We'll jam your camera in here somehow.
Yeah, put it like in the middle.
Yeah,
Neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chloe and I are gonna do another COVID and coffee, our coffee and COVID,
Hell yeah.
later today. where we
Connor,
talk
thank you
about-
for the super chat. Ollie, thank you for the super chat. And
I mean, I will say these are
Yeah.
pretty advanced bots. Like they're talking about A Quiet Place and stuff.
Yeah.
coming to VOD.
yeah.
Chloe,
But that's got to be. I mean, just you plug in the metadata. That's got to be. Not that I'm. Not that I'm better.
Whoa, we got a hacker man over here.
Oh, it's me,
I'm
Don
sorry.
Hackerman. Okay, so anyways,
how you doing?
going back to what we were saying earlier about Norik, thank you for the super chat. Disney just canceled or postponed Black Widow. How much would you pay if they were to release that at home? How much would that be worth to you? So for me, I'll say that me and my wife would both be watching it. So I think in order to offset the cost, because listen, I'm not one to be like, oh, poor fucking big studios or whatever. But realistically, I think $20 to $30 is reasonable, considering that for the most part, it's going to be two people watching.
Oh, Jack Fairley's here as well.
Hey, what up, Fairley?
What up, man?
Jack's gonna lose all
this
his
is the
muscle
whole-
not
this
going
is
to
the
the
whole
gym.
thing. It really depends because in a major city where we happen to be in LA, if you go to a premier theater, you're
It's
paying
$20.
between $30 and $40 total
For two people
to go.
Yeah.
Right. So the
That's
other
why you
thing that
stay
they
single,
do is-
boys. Stay single.
Yeah, but you're always taking girls out on dates. You're spending way more money than we are.
Dude, I've promised to not go on a date this year, and so far I've been
Oh,
successful.
you made a promise to yourself.
Oh, great
Yeah.
job! Wow.
I'm just saying, I committed to not going on
That's like
dates this
someone
year.
who's like unemployed on disability being like, I made a promise not to get a
Not
job.
get a job.
I'm
just
sorry,
saying.
that was
Fuck
really
it.
mean. I'm so sorry.
Those are the best kinds of New Year's resolutions, are the ones that require a complete lack of effort to accomplish.
Well, you don't know my life. You don't know how many people are hitting me up
That's
all
true.
day, all time.
That's true. I don't know. Good
Yeah,
point.
I imagine that Brandon is quite the catch on like whatever Tinders or Bumbles or whatever.
Well, there's a Tinder for short guys. It's just Tind.
Did you?
So that's where I clean up.
I'm sorry that you can't test that out at an open mic anymore, but
Chris Brown.
Is there a closed mic that you can talk to that's like not plugged in? That like, hey guys, so what's?
I thought this was a safe space
Whoa.
to try
we
out
have
new
to give a
material.
huge shout out to Chris Brown, the good Chris Brown, Christopher Brown.
Yeah, the non-violent.
$100 super chat. Well, gentlemen,
dog.
I officially start a month, probably more like 45 days of remote work, which ironically is the exact week I'm registered for my PE exam. I'll probably get canceled after 6 months of studying. Damn, good to see y'all. Hi, Phil. Thank
Yay,
you, Chris
thank you,
Brown.
Chris.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
I need another beer. I'll be right back.
All right.
oh, Chloe does want me to say. Okay, so Chloe
Tell
and I
them your
had an
pitch.
idea.
Oh,
yes,
for
so-
some content?
So Chloe and I used to do a show called Can Brandon Get a Girlfriend, where we would go around conventions.
Oh, I remember it well.
And there's still some mirrors of it on YouTube. Obviously, everything is destroyed and taken down.
Yeah.
I hope one day. I want to think that eventually all those will be back up. But anyways, she wants to do one where it's what can Brandon get first, a date or COVID-19? And then it's me racing to get a date before I get COVID.
They could both happen at the same time.
That is true.
But you can get laid, but also not be symptomatic for 2 weeks. So you can,
Yeah.
you got
There's-
wiggle room
yeah,
there.
you have to.
The odds are in your favor in the short term, but not in the long term for living,
Yeah.
being alive,
Yeah.
being a live
Uh,
guy.
By the way, here's an update in entertainment news. Aside from movies, there is now a Spotify official playlist. Actually, I don't know if it's official. I'm sorry. Called Corona Quarantine Anthems 2020. I'm gonna just read off some track lists here and let me know what you think. Don't Stand So Close to Me by The Police. Toxic by Britney Spears.
Oh my God.
It's the End of the World as We Know It, and I Feel Fine by REM.
There's been so many good Twitter posts of people just listing the events of the day in the news, but in rhyming fashion in the
Yeah.
same
Right.
format.
Oh, did you see
as-
like the Beastie Boys one?
Yeah.
Amazing.
No.
You Can't Touch This, MC Hammer. You Make Me Sick by Pink. We Are Alive. Fever by Peggy Lee. Heal the World, Michael Jackson. I'm Sick, Y'all, Otis Redding. Don't Fear the Reaper, Blue Oyster Cult. Survivor, Destiny's Child. Feeling Hot, 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 Bad Influence. All by Myself, Celine Dion. School's Out, Alice Cooper. The Final Countdown by Europe.
Oh my God.
I'm Still Standing, Elton John. Pandemic by Accept. Dancing with Myself by Generation X.
Dancing with myself.
Die Young by Kesha. A lot of this is really dark.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it starts to take a turn, and you're laughing, like nervous.
Because we're
laughter.
gonna die young. Wait. Hold on. I don't
Huh?
want to.
Here, I'm gonna link it in the chat. Corona
Fury.
Spotify
No.
playlist. Let's go into the chat. There you go.
Brandon, is that still your first of the 4-pack?
Stop it. No. I drank 2 last night to write the script, and then I
Oh,
have
okay.
2 left. So, but the thing is, it's
Brandon
legit.
just is Joe Bidening across the screen.
Sorry, my cat is scratching my workout mat.
Sorry, my cat. I'm Joe Biden.
I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor.
Oh, that's positive.
Hysteria by Muse. I'm Not Okay by My Chemical Romance. Paranoid, Black Sabbath. Let's see. Don't Touch Me, Etta James. Bat Out of Hell, Meatloaf.
That's too bad.
I Just Died in Your Arms.
Oh my god.
Bring Out Your Dead, Anti-Flag. Leave Me Alone, Michael Jackson. Isolation, Mad World. Can't Fight This Feeling. Everybody Wash Your Hands by Genevieve Goings.
That's a song?
Yeah.
Wow.
I would play
guess-
it, but we would get immediately.
This is
fucking
probably more
deleted.
of a deeper cut than this list has, but the Fugazi song "Give Me the Cure" is actually a perfect track
Yeah.
for this situation.
Like I said,
Is
I
it off
posted.
of Red Medicine?
And it's off of 13 songs.
13 songs.
Well, Red Medicine's also because we need some of that Chinese medicine ASAP. They're offering it
Exactly.
to us.
Exactly.
And Trump's saying no.
we need to kill.
gotta-
We got to kill all the rhinos.
Yeah.
We need their
If I
horn
can just
juice.
put this out there, fun fact: I'm one of those annoying people who drinks IPAs all the time, and
Yeah.
I learned very quickly that just because I drink
hops.
them, other people might not like the Van
Yeah.
the Van Hansens and mops.
Yeah.
So I bought a case of a beer, in case anyone ever comes over. And guess what? Not a single person has drank in the past fucking month. So everywhere I turn, I have a case over here. I have a bunch in the fridge.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I
Well, it's
want
good.
this, and it's not a bit.
I bought some
It was
Corona
bought like a
last
month
Friday,
ago.
and I drank 6 beers in like one night, and but that's
You
been the
do
pattern.
the tall boys though, right? The
Well,
cans
yeah,
that
two.
weren't
I
fucking
got three
stunky.
24-ounce cans, and so the thing about Corona is that they're
It's a day
clear
drinking
bottles.
beer.
Well, they're clear
Yeah.
bottles, and so I'm drinking a High Life right now, but these bottles they're kept completely enclosed in their case when they're on the shelves. Coronas, for some fucking reason, they're in the like handheld saddle case, and so the reason Corona tastes like shit and you have to add a lime to it generally with the bottles is because they're getting UV damage constantly.
Yeah.
Most beers are in brown or green bottles because they block UV light. Corona's like, nah, fuck that. Just ruin this beer. So the fact, but
You
if
can't keep
can
this stuff on the shelves. It's fine that it's clear.
yeah, if you can get it
Yeah.
in cans or in brown bottles, it tastes like noticeably better. Like
It's
not great,
very
but
different,
better.
but
Yeah.
yeah, Chloe's saying the same in the chat, and it's just like you got to get the stuff that if people are going to come over, you can't just have what you want. But at the same time, it's like
I
at
disagree.
times like this, guess what you
I
have?
disagree. I disagree.
Not what you want.
Oh,
I'm drinking.
jeez.
I'm down to Heineken.
I will say, folks in chat, pro tip: if you are able to go to Trader Joe's, they have a wonderful rosé cider, and it only has 5 grams.
Wait,
of
I'm
sugar.
getting word. This conversation's for nobody.
I was just saying, it's really good. Only 5 grams of
Sorry.
sugar. No.
I've had a rosé cider. It's pretty
Hey
good.
Zeus, thank you for the super chat. Jean the Pants, thank you for the super chat. And Jean the Pants
Oh.
said that if they had a home theater, it would be worth it to pay that price, but not really for anyone else, basically.
Well, you just get a group together.
That's what.
But-
Well, you can't.
Well, if you
Only
live with, like,
9 people.
roommates. I mean, if me and my wife watch The Invisible Man, it costs $20. That's $10 a person. Like,
Yeah.
not bad.
It's time for AMC A-List to start streaming all these movies live right now for your membership cost.
I think we're probably going to see something like that soon because the big thing, in addition to the movie industry losing a fuck ton of money right now, this is going to affect their schedules like for the next year because there's only so many weekends in the year. They don't want to put too many movies head to head on each weekend.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
everything
the
is
end of the year is
currently-
going to be fucked.
Oh, the worst news yesterday. I don't know if you saw this. Fargo season 4, which was supposed to premiere like 2 weeks from now,
Yep.
has been postponed a year because they had like one episode left to film and they had to shut down the production.
Insane.
Yeah,
And
I'm so
I-
fucking mad.
Also, it's going to be like 2 years before Witcher season 2, because
Yeah.
it was the first production to shut down in the UK.
Yep.
Yep.
So,
So
Do we
so
think
if you
there's going-
if you
mm,
go ahead, Brandon?
well, I'm just, it's interesting that, like, so theoretically, though, there will still be a gap, right? There will still be a gap because nothing is being created.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Yeah,
not a gap, but there will be a
but they might
strain of
stagger
content.
things in order to offset that.
Yeah.
Because
But-
here's the thing, all the things that are canceled, they can't all come out at once. They're going to need to stagger them. It's part of the reason why Fast and Furious delayed it a year and not 6 months like James Bond.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a mixture. The way that everybody up to this point has been like, there's too much content. Like that's the joke.
Yeah.
Is instead of having more than one thing drop a week, if Netflix has 52 shows a year, they'll drop one a week. that's going to fuck their stuff up because it's not going to be. They're not going to target kids
Yeah.
and young people and middle-aged people and old. Like they're not going to have that cross section to hit all audiences.
Yeah.
But what I really think this is going to kind of, the genie's going to be out of the bottle once they did this VOD thing this week.
Yeah.
The same way that Movie Pass broke the system, and that's why you have all these programs in there. Well, once people get a taste of Netflix and streaming, and they're like, "Fuck that! I'm not getting DVDs anymore. I'm going to do my thing." And that's what's going to happen, I think, in 6 months to a year.
So this actually, it makes a lot of sense because there was an article, I think, on that was posted to, like, I think the movies subreddit recently, where they were using it to say that Steven Spielberg called this. But what Steven Spielberg said was that streaming movies, the day that they're supposed to be released, will eventually become ubiquitous. It'll be everywhere. And the only people that go see movies will be for these big event movies. And you're going to be paying like Broadway ticket prices to go see something like a new Star Wars movie in a crowd because you want the experience.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's also like living in LA, like the sort of the theater experience where there's like a Q&A afterward and stuff like that. Like that's never going to go away. Like there's constantly special screenings of stuff with creators in it, and that'll keep happening regardless.
Yeah, I it'll be interesting to see. Like I think ubiquitous will be the thing. I still have my issues with. I still don't think the people who still go and see movies. We know most people still only go and see these big event movies.
Yeah.
I don't think those people will ever only want to see those, and I don't think those people are gonna only
like
ever want to
those
see
big
those in their
blockbusters.
house.
You want to see a blockbuster action film like Avengers or Star Wars or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see those in theaters as a community experience, and that also goes. It proves the point that what Quiet Place 2 is doing is the right move for that movie. Like, Universal can release Trolls World Tour, no problem, straight. But like Quiet Place 2 even said in their announcement, this is a movie that people should see together as a group for the shared experience. Because if anyone went and saw Quiet Place, the first one, in a movie theater, it was an experience. Everyone was silent.
I've never realized how loud movie theaters are. Every straw, every seat,
every crackle of popcorn was like
dirty.
Deafening during Quiet Place.
It was bonkers.
So for something like that, it makes sense. And for something like big action movies, it makes sense. But for something like Trolls or, I don't know, even, I guess, New Mutants, but like most indie movies where it's not really about the experience of seeing it with a crowd, with the best sound system, with the best everything, you can kind of see that if this works out, there might be a shift in the way we consume a lot of media.
There's cracks. Chloe's saying that she's going to see Cats tomorrow.
Cats they dropped Cats today on VOD so that everyone can waste their time.
Chloe, let me tell you, I saw Cats 3 times in theaters.
What a loser.
I loved it. It was so great. I
went and saw it out of pure morbid curiosity and fucking hated it. I was of the camp saying this has to be so bad it's good. And it was a complete fucking waste of time. It's terrible.
No, not if you go in there and the audience is having fun and you all like McCavity. Everybody shouts McCavity at the same time. You're laughing at Taylor Swift.
Who does that? Who's all shouting that at the same time?
Everyone in LA. I'm just saying, Chloe.
Fans out there.
You gotta. It's an
more
experience.
More of a Skimbleshank fan myself.
Chloe, I'm appealing to your Rocky Horror. Chloe was a little Rocky Horror kid, right? She went to those screenings and did all that kind of stuff. And I'm telling you, it's that type of experience.
Who the fuck is taking their kid to go see Rocky Horror?
Well, yeah, but people aren't taking their kids to see Cats, really. You know what I mean? Like when I went to see Cats, it was
nobody's taking anyone to
a
see
bunch
Cats.
of ironic millennials. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, but Chloe told you to shut up. But
Chloe, shut up, Brandon.
Here's the deal. Not to be shitty, but in a big city, when you're looking at tickets that are between $15-$20 a person, all the theaters now. All the major theaters are like, oh, guess what? We sell booze. Oh, you know what? If you're going in for a 2-hour movie, you got previews. Why don't you get a double and you get 2 drinks for you and your date? Yeah. That's another $20 on top. Oh, did you get food beforehand? Did you have dinner? It stacks out and you're looking at like $100 plus.
Yeah.
When I've been on dinners, what you do, here's what we just need to modern problems. You have to have modern solutions. So I dated someone last year.
This is about your little bottles of wine.
I dated someone last year, and here's what you do. You make it a game. You make it a game. You say
Brandon is gamifying data or dating.
you ask them how many White Claws do you think I can hide on my persons?
In my butt.
And then they challenge you, and then you have to. I did this last year on a date. So then what you do, if they say 7, then you have to find a way to hide the 7 White Claws. 2 birds, 1 stone. A, you're super interesting and fun. B,
Brandon, you're breaking the
lots
law.
of money on booze. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Do you
that's
really
the way
think
to
the
go about it.
popcorn and the hot dog, let's go out to the lobby, approve of this? No, they don't.
No, Big Popcorn hates it.
Big popcorn is.
Corn Pop.
I knew a guy named Corn Pop. He had the
Corn
hairiest
Pop was
legs
a
I've ever
bad
seen.
dude.
Everyone tells me
Brandon
I don't have
Winfrey was
hairy
a
legs. Well,
bad
look at
dude.
these.
Listen, I used to have a
Brandon, you're going to
chain.
cinema jail.
Oh, no.
Jackass, you roasted, man.
Dude, eventually
Got
you
you.
Oh, I got a
know,
cramp.
right?
Up. That's what I get for stretching.
Don't you dare go in that swimming pool with all that pomade in your hair, Corn Pop.
Hey, Chloe, that's not true. I don't skip on dates. I actually spend money. The date itself is expensive.
Yeah, he had to buy all the
Pay
White
her.
Claws that he snuck in.
Yeah.
No, but it's not. It doesn't matter like where you are. But what I can't imagine is like I don't have kids, but then you're paying for. If you have kids, you're paying for a babysitter. You're lining this stuff up, and like, what happens if you go to a movie and you're like, well, this movie sucked. Like you picked your shot for the month to go out to
Yes.
eat the dinner, to buy the tickets, to buy the drinks, to pay the sitter. You're down $150, and you go, hey, that new Guy Ritchie movie blew. Like I don't know, like it puts you in a spot where you can be like, let's put the kids
Well,
to
you know,
bed.
you can sleep soundly knowing that you have injected a bunch of money into our strong economy.
It's gonna bounce back, man. I watched the guy on the TV on the rectangle. He said it's gonna
Yeah.
be stronger than ever.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Don't worry. Question from Michael on Patreon. What is the first thing that you will do when things are back to normal? Phil, you want to go first?
This sounds really dumb. I think I would go to the gym, only because it's the type of thing where like you can't, like I don't have equipment. I have a fucking Peloton. You know, like I can walk around or run around or do whatever on the floor. But I think it's a thing where it's like that is the ultimate level of comfort where you can say, hey, there's sweaty, gross people around, and I'm actually okay with that.
Yeah. Elliot, what are you gonna do first thing?
Probably go on a trip
Yeah.
somewhere. It would be nice to travel somewhere without worrying about every step of getting there and coming back being potentially me exposing other people to disease or them exposing me to it. I don't want to go visit Italy. I haven't been to Italy in like 20 years, and
there you go.
I hope they get through this all right. And I'd love to go check out like Milan. Never been there. That'd be cool.
Lots of pigeons, Elliot.
Yeah. Good.
Brandon,
For
how
now.
about you? First thing.
Masturbate in public like normal.
Finally, back to my usual routine.
First honest answer.
Yeah. Well, right now, if you go to jail, that's like a death sentence. The jails they're just big vectors for disease. But hopefully in the future, you'll be able to go to jail without risking the corona.
Actually, at least in LA County, they are reducing people's sentencing and getting them out.
Yeah, I mean that's what they've done in every other
smart.
country that's gone over. Like in Iran, they released like everyone from prison.
Yeah.
Good.
But actually, I think honestly, because I'm just like I need income after all this. It's like
Just
I'm
go
gonna
to
be
work?
emailing. I'm gonna be emailing every motherfucker in town to be like, all right, let's do this. Let's get things going. You know what I mean? Just be like,
Yeah.
all right, we're all started up. Let's do this thing.
You should start a Cameo account.
I would get so many hits. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
of
Is like
course.
here's the thing about now. It's like okay,
You're
if
pretty
I wanted to
confident in that.
start-
I don't know.
If I wanted to start my whatever,
If you
content
start a
creator
cameo, you should start.
empire-
Hey, while we're on the stream, start a cameo. I'll buy the first cameo.
Okay.
But it shouldn't be the Brandon Winfrey Cameo account. It should be the Brandon Winfrey Leprechaun character's Cameo account.
There we go.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you get
yeah.
a
I
cameo
think if
message
you
from
can
a
get the
real
backing
leprechaun.
All right, Brandon. If
get
you
the
start
backing
it,
of-
Brandon, if you start a cameo right now, we will link it in the chat so people can go buy cameos from you.
Well, okay, let me look at this Cameo account.
No, you
Oh
got to
my
go on
God,
your
look
phone.
at
I
it,
think.
dude. All you have to
Don't
get back by is Big Nipple, and you
Oh.
are set, dude.
Big Nip. Low
Yeah,
nip.
Big Nip Brandon.
Yeah, guys, all I want is enough money to fix my broken phone. It's spider webbed.
Oh, I love how you have Paddington as your By the way, if you're feeling sad, just watch Paddington 2.
Watch Paddington.
I waited so long to watch that movie. I haven't seen the first one, but
It's
Paddington
so
2 was a joy.
I heard good things. And isn't it great that like the Weinstein Company had to sell it off? Huh.
He's
it's
gonna
so
die
they
in
can't
jail.
Do a
Oh,
Paddington
shit.
3?
Why? I
Oh,
haven't
no,
started
you-
screen sharing.
Oh.
How do
Who
I
started
turn it
screen
off?
sharing?
Me, I think. How do I turn it off?
And
I
I'm
don't
viewing
know.
Ricky's screen. Oh,
There
and
we
it
go.
says that Elliot's Ricky right now. That's right.
All of Elliot's porno was on the screen.
No,
That was a
it was a picture of Brandon as the
harrowing
leprechaun.
experience.
Oh yeah.
Paddington 2 is a joy. First thing I would do is go back to Disneyland so I can, like, okay, so here's the problem. I am the curse that started this pandemic because this was the first year in my entire life where I bit the bullet because I loved LAFC soccer so much that I decided to become a season ticket holder.
Mhm.
And I wanted to do it before it became unaffordable because they were a great team. So I got season tickets to LAFC. And then me and my wife got season passes to Disney. And then all of a sudden,
Oh.
out of nowhere, the entire world is like, by the way, both of these things are canceled.
I will ask, has Disney said anything about pass holders? Like
They are
pass holes, like
extending.
that?
Pass holes. They're extending. Whatever. Currently, they're extending whenever your pass ends. They're extending it by 2 weeks.
Only 2 weeks? I guess right now they're only closed by 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Theoretically. Yeah, that's gonna extend. But
Yeah. So I'll be happy to go back to go ride the Incredicoaster. But it was funny because literally the week before we all went on quarantine, basically, or self-isolation, I think it was 2 Saturdays ago at this point where I messaged Elliot and I was like, Elliot, we need to get you and Rob on Rise of the Resistance before shit hits the fan. And then literally like 3 days later, it was like, by the way, don't go anywhere.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
I can wait.
Yeah, okay. Well, it would have been a lot of fun. That's all I'm saying.
you shouldn't.
Yeah, that's,
Shouldn't wait.
Yeah. So yes, Dropkick Murphys starting in about an hour. Let's get to another question here. Let's see. Shishka Berry asks, do you think this mess will finally make the U.S. create public health care?
You would think. I mean,
When he's back, I'll be right back.
No. The answer
I
is no.
think public health care is probably coming in the next 5 to 10 years. Ideally, it would be coming right now. But Americans are really like slow with how we adopt ideas, especially if they're good ideas. We're really good at adopting bad ideas very quickly. And my experience growing up during the George W. Bush administration proved that to me. But I mean, like even on like exit polls, it was super weird. I don't know the logic behind it, but like a bunch of people, the majority of people who voted for Joe Biden in the primaries said they also have
Thought,
they approve of universal health care. So I'm like,
or they thought he supported it, which is insane.
yeah,
And my thought on the whole thing is like, look, why do you like whenever there's a problem, like when it comes to saving money, saving food, saving whatever, like you don't start when it's too late.
Yeah.
So we're at a point now where we're at a point where it's too late. And they go, you know what? We're going to cover those COVID tests. We're going to cover your COVID-19 care. And I was like, well, why only for the absolute worst thing ever? Like, why don't we
Yeah.
just band together and figure this out and say, look, let's make this the new normal. And I'm not saying it has to be like everyone's getting like, you know, cosmetic surgery on, you know, the government dying, but it's like, let's figure out how we can make everybody healthier because I don't know, like there's a lot of people who can't afford good health care and don't go to the doctor and then get sick. And then guess what? Like they happen to lose their job and their family's like, oh, fuck. Like, or if they're single or if their parents depend on them or like whatever. So that's why are we waiting until it gets to, like, we didn't scrape the bottom of the barrel. Like we banged our head on the bottom of the barrel and we're like, put pads in the bottom of the barrels, everybody.
yeah.
That's
I don't know.
what it feels like.
The American like psyche is so we've drank so much of like the fucking free market Kool-Aid here, and we've convinced ourselves like, oh, socialism is inefficient. But I mean, it's you look at like China's response, at least once like shit got real over there, and you can, I mean, obviously it's a human rights nightmare in China, but the fact that their entire health system is one unified entity, allowed them to mobilize in a way that's like literally fucking impossible in the American system. Like we have the insurance companies, we have doctors, we have hospitals, we have pharma companies, and we have the government. And each of these entities is completely independent and has no incentive to like really cooperate for the greater good unless they're being forced to do so. And I hopefully we're all doing great in like 2 weeks, but it's a recipe for disaster when time is of the essence, like it is right now.
Ellie, you mentioned free market. How's it doing for hand sanitizer sales for people who've been hoarding that online?
Yeah, how are grocery shelves dealing with capitalism?
Well, unfortunately, even in states like Tennessee and Kentucky, the socialists have taken over and made price gouging illegal, and the commie governments of those states have forced the entrepreneurs who have been painstakingly buying up every unit of hand sanitizer. They have forced them to give that hand sanitizer away.
You joke, but Tennessee is what
about Tennessee?
It's ridiculous that like out of all the southern states that are all very, very conservative, Tennessee is one of the only states that offers free public college to its citizens.
Right on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Go Tennessee.
Good.
My home state.
Moses Oaks, what things are you guys doing while self-isolating other than work to keep yourself sane? Let's give some tips out on how to not lose your mind from people that have all worked from home for various points in time.
I'll call people. I think it's hard nowadays, I think, to get to a point where I guess have a couple friends that you feel comfortable just calling out of the blue is what I would say, which I know a lot of people don't have that. And I think as you get older, that obviously gets harder, but it's like, okay, I know I can name at least 2 people that I can just call and chat with. And I know won't be annoyed, or our relationship is in a situation where it's like, whatever, like Chloe and I can call Chloe at any time. And sometimes she might be annoyed, but that's someone that I can just call and talk to have some type of human contact, because I live with no one.
I want to say Chloe is very good at answering the phone.
Yeah.
For like,
except right now, Chloe, get on the stream.
We called Chloe like, okay, so when we did the Tuggy Awards this year, we just made a snap decision to go out and have a little Internet Today party. Phil did not show up, but we called a bunch of people and they all showed up. Brandon showed up. Nick showed up. We had a bunch of other people there. Ian showed up. Shibby was there. And we, I forget who it was that FaceTimed Chloe, but I think Shibby did. Instant pickup. What a wonderful friend.
Yeah.
She don't got nothing to do.
I won't pick up the phone for anyone.
I agree with everything up to that point. I will say the reason I didn't show up was I started watching a movie at like 10 o'clock. And when I watch movies now, I make a conscious effort to take the phone and put it somewhere else. So I come back to my phone at 11:45 and I have like 15 texts. And I sat there and I was like, ooh, do I meet up with people who are 2 hours deep on whatever this is?
Oh, she doesn't know.
And then I made the judgment call that I was like, I'm not going to get there until 12:30, and then bars closed. But that's my defense. I agree with what Brandon is saying. Brandon, you're correct in the way that like you can connect with a lot of people. Simple texts. I've had 5 or 6 conversations with people who you talk to periodically, but like people have time right now. And it's kind of good that you have people from your hometown that you went to high school with, that you used to work with, that are across the country, or like a family or whatever, that you can kind of establish stuff with and go, hey, whether we're playing PlayStation or we're playing stupid apps or we're just trading emails or photos or whatever, but like you can fill a lot of that time when it comes to stuff when you're just here's a meme I made, that's great, but you're also taking the tension down across the board with your parents or whatever, because like people want contact right now because it's fucking
I can't
weird
call my parents because my dad thinks it's either a Chinese biological weapon or a hoax. He can't decide which one it is.
Oh, wait, when he calls, it says maybe Ricky Haber.
I told my brother to go buy a bunch of non-perishables and leave them at the door, because there's no way my parents went out and bought any supplies.
Yeah, I'm fighting with my parents now because my grandmother, who's like 85, she's staying with them right now because she broke her wrist. And my mom still goes to work
jerking
at
off
a hospital. Yeah, from jerking off. She, 85, she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah. Really quick, Velo with a $20 super chat. Been watching since the ETC days. You guys are awesome. Glad to see Phil Doritos back in. Stay safe and make awesome content. Thank you very much.
Is that your name?
Phil Doritos.
By the way,
I
I'm
was
trying to
christened.
make a
I
cameo.
didn't, you know. They tell
I'm
me
trying to
who
make
I
a
am.
cameo. It's my computer's very slow because I have a $150 laptop, but
Yeah.
it's gonna happen eventually.
But baby, Stadia will run like a dream on that bad boy.
I
Elliot.
actually
Are
I was
Elliot's-
using.
serious?
Elliot's on the beach.
Elliot, are you fucking
He's not
serious?
self-isolating. He's sipping
I'm
Corona on the
sorry.
beach.
I don't see what the big deal is, boys.
Hey man, that's how you own the lid. You go to the beach.
Oh no, I'm in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're
God.
on lockdown.
I'm on lockdown. Ah, Jesus.
Oh my god. Oh no. Okay, let's see.
I liked
here.
how at one point you were drinking the sky. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. That's pretty much all I see here on. Wait, hold on. There's more. Oh, will any of us be playing Doom Eternal? I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should, and you should also go read my fanfic, my
Yeah.
Doom Eternal.
Oh, I saw you post that script. I
Animal
didn't
Crossing.
read it, but I have to check it out.
You should go check it out.
Hey, did you
It's,
make your Cameo account yet? Can we blast
I'm
it?
still I'm reducing my computer usage so I can speed up.
It's a phone app.
Oh wait, it's a phone app?
Yes, of course it is.
Yeah,
okay.
man.
I have an iPhone 6. No, Chloe doesn't believe me that you're
iPhone 6.
Chloe
We
does not
gotta
believe
give
what
Brandon
your
some money.
Discord
Yeah.
I've been all my tech is failing me, so I've been like waiting for things to come through, and then it's just like, and then this hit, and
I'm
like,
gonna
"All
send
right, it's
Chloe
good."
the link on Twitter DM because she
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
have Discord.
I've been. She doesn't believe me that your Discord number is your Discord number, so I'm trying to.
As a celebrity, I appreciate you not giving it out.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Let's see, Chloe. There we go. Let's see. Next, Chloe, check your Twitter DMs.
Aurora Borealis.
Like I honestly
At this
think I
time of
honestly-
year, in this part of the
There's-
country, centralized in your kitchen. Can I see it? No.
Wait, are you bringing back steamed hams?
Mm-hmm.
Steam hams. All right, when she gets in, if she does come in,
trying
it's
to
gonna
find-
like ruin everything visually, so it'll take me a second to readjust it. But
Put her in the middle.
I will, but I have to readjust all the other videos that are coming in.
I'm gonna leave for a moment to acquire.
Okay.
There's a sad amount of bottles right over
Gray
here. I'll be back in a
Aria,
moment.
Gray Aria, are you guys gonna be streaming on Twitch? Yes, I think all my Twitch streaming for the foreseeable future will be me in virtual Disneyland. So I'll link the
that
Twitch
sounds
here.
so
Nice. Yeah.
awesome.
If you wanna follow me, and also on the streams, I'll give out information on how you can join the Minecraft server so we can all ride rides together. Oh God, it screwed up. All right, wait, hold on. I have to fix it all. Hold on, everyone. Oh, this is
Texting me.
gonna be chaos. Hold on. Can you hear us, Chloe?
God damn it! I don't want to talk to Chloe.
Tell Chloe to fix her audio.
Her audio is connecting. She should be good now. No.
Okay, hold on.
Chloe, on the bottom left, if you can even hear me, choose your inputs.
Chloe's a boomer.
Oh God, this is like, I'm trying as fast as I can to fix this.
Still nothing, Chloe.
Maybe I should get a ring light or something.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
there we
Hey!
There's your
Hey,
There
guys.
we go.
are. Hey, great to see you, especially under these circumstances.
What is it? Why is it going through this webcam? Okay, that's better.
Did you go put on lipstick?
Yes, I put on lipstick
I knew.
because I'm wearing overalls. I'm like, this is the best I can do right
Yeah,
now.
balance.
I'm trying to
Well,
fix
you know-
all of these screens. So give me a. You guys can keep talking. I'm just trying to fix all this.
I'm making a Cameo account, Chloe. Are you gonna buy from me?
How are you gonna make a Cameo account?
Do you have to be invited to it?
What? You don't have to be
I think-
invited to Cameo.
I think you do.
No.
Let's see.
I got like a couple emails and they're like,
Oh, fucking name drop over
Maybe you
here.
could be a
is that
partner or something.
I don't know if that's a name drop. I'm not sure if that's considered a name drop.
Yeah. Oh, did you? Are you on Raya too? Are you on Raya?
Oh my god.
What is Raya?
Raya
Wait,
is
I'm
dating.
sorry.
for-
What, Ricky?
Yeah,
I have
applied to
no
it a couple
idea
times.
what
They
you guys are
rejected
talking
me.
about.
You've never heard of Raya?
No. Please tell me everything I need to know.
All right, let me fix this really quick. Okay, so Raya is a dating app for
Celebrities.
celebrities, but they say creatives.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh
basically,
shit, Chloe in the cut.
Wait, I'm trying to find you, Phil. Hold on. Oh, there's Phil. Okay. We're
this is crazy.
we're
I've never
almost
used
fully
this
set here.
Yeah,
Well,
how do
Zoom
you
is
do
what
5
every
people
company
on
in the
this?
world is using right now to like stay connected. But we were on the Zoom train for a while before this.
It's nice. It's cool.
Yeah,
It's
there we
Google
go.
Hangouts.
All right, Phil's the one in the center. We're like the Brady Bunch right now. It's great.
Oh, I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so exciting. I feel love.
Tiny Phil in the
Oh.
chat. Really quick, hold on.
that's
E. Molina, thank you for the super chat. And Jack Redden, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. All right, Chloe, how are you? Okay, first of all, tell us about this app.
Sorry, just a little tiny Phil in the center is so good.
Tell us about
All
the
right,
app.
so,
Apparently, you and Brandon are the only ones that know about this.
Okay, so Raya is like this. It's a dating app for like quote celebrities and like models.
Hot people
and
only.
It's basically you have to put in your Instagram handle and they have to vet you to make sure you're cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, it's invitation. It's ridiculous. But
I
like,
sent Elliot the
remember-
link about what happened, the expose on TikTok, where TikTok was actively suppressing ugly people.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Oh, I saw
it-
that today.
Yeah.
Is that why I've been doing so well?
Yes.
I remember I had
Meow.
Jeremy Piven reach out to me on Raya once, and I was like, do I just troll this guy? Like, what do I do with this situation?
And then you fell in love.
And then we fell in love, and we've been together for like a year and a half now.
One
Oh,
time,
yeah.
Chloe pissed me off so much because she knows
I have
my
firm
main
enough.
idol in life.
Oh my god, I remember this.
So Lupe
Oh,
Fiasco
no.
is my favorite musical artist.
Wait, Lupe Fiasco is that porn star that looks like she's 18,
No.
right?
No.
Not Lupe Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco is the greatest
Vagina pussy.
lyricist. He's the greatest lyricist of our time.
Okay.
So, um, and Chloe matched with him on Raya.
What has happened
did.
with Elliot? Elliot's like going in the Matrix. Mentioned Lupe Fiasco. Like he's just like disappearing.
Elliot is literally
Back to the
using like
Future.
the technology that was developed for MacBook Pro laptops 10 years ago.
Oh my god, I
No,
forgot.
I'm using Zoom's internal virtual background feature. If you go into your
Wait,
video
hold on.
settings, there are virtual backgrounds.
Oh, I'm R.I.P. this stream. This
Uh-oh,
thing's fucking
hey.
over now.
Chloe's in trouble.
Shit.
Chloe's in trouble.
Now that we know
Raya is,
about filters, this thing's fucking done.
Raya is not advertised and asks that its celebrity users do not mention it by name.
First rule of Raya.
Yeah, you can't screenshot. It's really weird.
Wow. But anyways, Chloe matched with Lupe Fiasco and started up a gentleman's caller greeting with him, right? And
What?
so she starts to talk with Lupe, and Lupe's like talking back, and I'm like, "Why? No, don't
Little Lupe?
take my idol away from me. Hey, Gary Furiosa, don't do that."
Did anybody else
I
think
wanna be
Brandon
right
was
now.
going to bust into an Eminem style freestyle right there? He's like, "Don't take Lupe away from me," and I thought he was going to
Don't
do
take
it. It was going to be like
Lupe
Die
away
Hard
from me.
rooftop rap.
Yeah.
Like
Basically,
when,
she ghosted my idol. And
Never
it
fuck
was-
your heroes.
Yeah, I learned that.
Oh, yeah. Wait,
How
what?
did I
But did you sleep
ruin
with
it. I
Ariel
did
or
not
something?
ruin
He-Man?
Lupe Fiasco for you.
Did you
He's
know
very-
Ariel was my favorite? Actually, Jasmine's my favorite, but
Okay.
Ariel's a close second.
Okay.
we are really getting a lot out in this therapy session.
I'm trying to find
Elliot's
my
background is just Corona
Really
beers
just
now.
wringing out the sponge.
Someone's asking when Dropkick Murphys are in 42 minutes. 42 minutes.
Cheers,
Chloe,
Will.
did you know about this? Dropkick Murphys, they've never missed a St. Patrick's Day concert in 26 years, and they'll be goddamned if this is the first year. So they're live
my
streaming.
God.
They're live streaming a concert where there's no one in attendance.
I actually really like all of this stuff. I feel like, I mean, I hate the fact that we're in quarantine, but the fact that people are being
you
so
don't.
creative about stuff, I actually really like being in quarantine personally.
It's exciting.
I don't like that we all have to be in it.
Well, it's a nice excuse. Like it's no,
Yeah.
you no longer have to feel like a weird asshole because you you feel like being social. Like now, everyone
Exactly.
has to stay home. So you're like,
We're all
oh, well,
forced
I
to
guess.
be introverts. We're all kind of like on a level playing field. Like if you don't go to some party, that doesn't mean that you're not as cool because you don't want to. Oh, hello.
Oh, look, there-
Ah, under the sea, under
It
the
just
sea.
pops up.
This is amazing.
Is everybody here a wizard but me?
I can't even do it because I'm not in like the program. I'm like a direct feed.
Yeah, you
Oh,
go
wait,
under
I gotta figure out how to do. Oh,
bottom left where it says like stop video. There's a little arrow next to that. You go choose virtual background.
Brandon's gonna fade into the background because his wife beater is the same color as his walls.
Yep.
Brandon only.
Phil's in space.
Brandon didn't even put on a shirt for this.
Phil's
stream.
the only safe person.
I was wearing a hoodie, but I
love how it clips my face.
There's so
Perfect.
much input right now. Hold on.
Yeah, my computer is like heating the entire house.
Wait, Ricky, it happened.
I
It
know.
happened.
He's as white as his background.
They think your face is your wall.
Let me
Why
take
do
a picture of that.
This
Hold
is
on,
like
let me take a
2000.
picture.
It's like 2020 American Psycho right now.
This is like we've reached the technological level of like what a MySpace video chat would be.
Yeah,
Woo,
great shit.
look at that.
See if I can find a picture of Tequila. Oh wait, no, we don't like her
No,
anymore.
no, she's
What'd
a
she do?
racist.
Oh, right. Isn't she like
She's
a
a Nazi.
she's like a Nazi.
Well, she had a stroke, so everyone forgave her, I guess.
Is that
Oh.
is that the latest?
Did everyone
That's
forgive her? I didn't go to that trial.
Uh,
I
Look how blue my water
I
bottle
visit the
is.
court of public opinion on a daily basis, and I was not there for that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's like, well, she's just gonna do what she's gonna do, I guess. It's tequila.
Chloe, how have you been acclimating to social isolation? Do you have any experience or tips that you can give the chat?
Okay, so I kind of started self-isolating like around a month ago.
Okay.
I've been following COVID-19 since.
Yeah,
like,
Brandon said you
early
were
January.
You're the expert.
the town
Yeah,
crier
it's
on
called
this topic.
the Galileo.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Anthony
Or the
Fauci of
Nostradamus.
Twitter.
Yes, yeah. Oh my, wait, what?
Specifically said that, yeah.
Look at Phil.
God. Wait, what's going on? Oh my God.
Watch out, Phil. He's right behind you.
is he there?
Oh my God, this is
Oh.
there's too much happening. Oh God. Mine's not funny enough.
I can't do one because I'm not on like the actual video chat thing. Anyways, Chloe, go on.
So yeah, I've been sort of in self-isolation on and off for like the past month or so. I was like using hand sanitizer in early January because I'm like, oh, this shit's already here.
Yeah.
And
Wow,
it's
someone
actually-
was washing their hands earlier than everyone else.
Yeah, man, it's good shit. Gotta
You're
watch
like
those
Howie-
hands. 20
Howie
seconds. God
Mandel.
save the queen. No, the weird thing is I'm totally not a germaphobe. I just saw like what was happening. I saw what was happening in Wuhan. I was like, oh my God, like there's no way that this isn't going to affect us.
You and
It's
Stephen
like,
Ford were on it.
don't you?
If you
Don't
say his
you,
name two
Brandon?
more times, he's gonna show up.
Yeah, so I've been doing pretty good. I actually started learning how to bake. I was planning on doing that for a while.
Nice.
Baking bread because you can't really get bread from supermarkets. What the fuck, Elliot? Who is that? What is happening behind you?
That's my doctor.
All right.
So yeah, no, it's actually been good, except for within the first like week of actual full self-isolation, I fucked up my finger real bad.
What? What did
and,
you do?
Yeah, well, I got through baking the bread okay, and then afterwards when I was cleaning up, I broke a bunch of glasses, and then it just like gouged my finger, and so I'm
Oh,
just sitting there.
no.
Oh my God, there was like blood everywhere, and Cam's like, we got to go to the hospital. I was like, we are not going to the fucking hospital. There's absolutely no way. So I'm toughing it out right
I'd
now.
rather live with this injury.
I'm gonna live with this injury. So he's been.
Oh God, your voice just like shot through the roof.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
think your
Here,
mic switched.
I'll back up.
It was probably
so
Brandon's fault.
He's been doing the thing where
Yeah,
I close
fair.
my eyes and sort of like dab while he
Oh,
replaces
yeah.
my band.
That's the health. That's how you should. We were all preparing
Highly
for the
recommend.
dab. The dab 2 years ago was actually good advice towards how to sneeze or cough.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
Except for then you elbow bump, and then that whole thing just kind of goes sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, the elbow is the dirtiest part of the body
It's
nowadays.
filthy.
It's true. I do a lot with my elbow.
All those tennis players, they're just riddled with disease.
If we weren't so racist against Asia right now, bowing would have a real opportunity.
People
but-
have been bowing. It's just like a little like bow when you meet up with people. It's
Yeah.
like it's respectful. It's nice.
And you can hold it against them if they don't bow deep enough.
It's true. You can judge people on. Oh my God, I
Bow.
have a perfect
I
picture.
love
Bao
By the-
Zedong? What are we doing here?
By the depth of the bow. Let's
I
see here.
I'm gonna have so,
So
much
okay,
garbage
here's
saved
a
on my
question
computer.
from I might have asked this. I'm a little drunk, but Raymond Vera Cruz asks, What are some of the most surreal things that you've experienced so far with this?
I haven't really left the house like at all. I haven't gone shopping since the panic started, and I'm going to have to in like the next 4 or 5 days probably.
If you Instacart, man. If
Oh,
you Instacart,
Chloe
it'll only
has the
take a week.
blowjob grapefruit lady in the background.
Oh.
Nice.
What?
Now you're gonna suck his dick like you told him you would.
It's delicious. Your man will love you for it.
Udom Wild, thank you for the super
I
chat.
had a really weird one today, actually, because we took the dogs out for a walk, and we really haven't left the house much. And we were walking down the street, and there was somebody walking the other direction, and they just stopped on the side of the sidewalk. And this is like a fairly small street, like a residential street. Like they literally were doing social distancing. And it's same with another person coming by. Like people are really taking this seriously. It's
Which
really
is
weird.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Not in
great,
Florida,
but it
though.
is not in Florida, not
Did
on
you
those
see the
beaches,
videos?
man. You,
Yeah, oh my
you got to go to the
God.
beach.
Oh,
Yeah, that's they're gonna regret that in like 4 or 5 days.
Here's the worst part is we're all gonna regret that in 4 or 5 days. Thanks, guys.
yeah.
You got
Just
to flatten
wait,
that curve.
In 2 weeks, when we see all of the massive amount of deaths from this, specifically
Oh,
from
man.
old people in
Yeah.
Florida.
Italy, well, Wuhan, Italy's part 2, and then we're gonna be part 3. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be
Yeah.
so fun, you guys. Wash your hands. Don't touch
Wash
your
your
fucking
hands.
face. Wash your hands.
Turn the
Wash it.
page.
We need,
Wash
Turn the
your
page.
hands.
I have.
we need
Filbert
Will
Turtle.
Smith to write a song
I have a
about
piece of art about that. I
washing
love
your
that.
hands.
Brandon looks like he's in a Goite video. Gautier, what is that?
Goatee?
Brandon's like
Okay.
a step away from something not good.
No. Brandon has
There's-
blackface
Brandon's
on.
so yeah, that's that's what I was going. Brandon,
God.
you're so white. You've actually managed blackface accidentally.
Yeah.
Damn,
Mikey, $20. What's up from Tarzana? Thanks for everything, guys. Thank you, Mikey.
Oh man,
Switch back to
Tarzana.
the beat.
Good luck, man. It's rough out
I
there.
feel like specifically people in Tarzana are not taking this seriously.
Well, Tarzana's been hit pretty hard.
Seems about
Yeah.
right.
Boyle
Yeah, there's a
Heights has
map
lot of
now
cases.
on for LA. Luckily, Burbank and North Hollywood are clean so far.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, because
all
Ground
Great.
Zero is in my apartment. So.
right. Wait, what?
No, well, because okay, I already said this, but I went to PAX like a fucking moron,
Oh, Ricky.
and then my
Okay.
wife had to go home for like a family emergency, so she flew last week. So, but then on the other hand, yeah, me and Elliot are doing videos together, but also Elliot's wife teaches at a school that had a confirmed case. So
Well, she hasn't.
Oh
been-
no.
They've been on remote teaching for like 3 weeks.
she was touching all that stuff before they called her.
No, she's fine.
14 days.
Yeah.
Usually, most of the time.
Boris,
they
thank you
were-
for the super chat. Kaylee in Ireland, thank you for the super chat. It is now almost 3:30, so I'm going to grab my final beer of the stream. I'll be right back. I will leave you with a question. Chloe,
Oh,
we already answered this. What's the first thing that you're going to do when the entire world is back to normal?
Oh God, just go out and have dinner. I just want to go to a restaurant. I really just want to go to a restaurant. And I was super agoraphobic before. And like, all I want now is to not be at home.
Yeah, makes
It's
sense.
not as funny, but it's like, I just want like a really nice cocktail with some
Chloe,
like
do you wanna go
with
axe throwing?
grapefruit. What? No.
Do you want to go axe throwing?
Absolutely
It's really fun.
not.
It's really fun.
it's training for the apocalypse.
For the apocalypse.
We're
yeah.
already in the apocalypse, you guys. We're
The
already here.
apoocalypse.
But you're training
Yeah.
for it.
Oh my
Currently.
God, I just realized your background.
All right, hold on.
Some
Who took that photo and thought, yeah, this is the one?
somebody.
This is the one.
Oh my
This
God.
is the one with all the folds.
Oh.
With all the
Oh,
By the
it's,
folds
way-
right
it's
here.
okay, it's a screenshot. I was like, oh my God.
By the way, to
So
kind of
close-
put
I
this
went
on
in my
more of
photo
a,
roll. and I was just-
somebody.
Some.
to put this on
I
a more like
how
smaller
Elliot
level.
is just quietly in Windows XP.
Yeah.
No,
Quietly.
I'm in Ireland for St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
So
Wait, tell me
yeah.
about the photo roll. I want to know about the photo roll.
No, I'm just saying I was trying to
Did you already have this in your phone? Is that?
no, I'm saying I wish it was a real photo that it was me, but it's not.
Hold on. I've
wish
got a
it was
perfect
me.
photo for this.
Fuck. I had a question before I forgot it because I'm drunk.
My best friends had to postpone their wedding.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
Rip, man.
Maybe they'll never get married.
That's fair.
my god, you can.
Oh,
put
Pete
this-
Buttigieg dance. Elliot, you are completely absent from the screen. All right, I think he was going to get somebody to drink anyway.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find my photo.
Why does mine mess up so bad?
Because you're white as fuck, dude.
Well, so is Chloe.
Yeah, but she's actually lit well. You're running off of a laptop in a bedroom with like natural light coming through.
That's fair. I need a ring light.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Brandon, you look horrified.
Yeah, you look like you've
Didn't
got the
work out,
bug.
man.
I really want to do
Not
try to
good.
get a girlfriend before he gets COVID-19.
So, but the thing is, I'm not on dating apps. I swore off Tinder like.
Oh, God, you've
10
done that
months ago.
every single day for the.
No. I haven't been on Tinder in a
Years.
long time, Chloe, and I haven't been on a single date this year.
That's bull.
He's self-isolating.
Okay, I have a picture for you.
Oh,
guys.
I have a good question. What is the most random, pointless notification that you've gotten from a product or service in your email
Oh.
explaining their reaction to the virus? Like we've
Oh,
all got
shit.
emails where they don't even make sense.
I've
like
gotten like
Ooh, let's
20 of
see.
those today. I got one from a self-tanning place. Hold on.
we are taking this very seriously. We've been
Even-
wiping down the tanning beds.
Let me see what I got here. Relief band. So relief band is something for like anxiety and nausea.
Yeah.
Are they just trying to sell? Here's the thing that I don't like is like people who are like making money off of this virus.
Yeah. Oh, the
Like,
hoarders and the
there's
resellers.
the hoarders, but then there's also people who are like, here, check out my wish list, or like check out, you know what I mean? It's just, there's just so many like ways that you can just sort of tap into people.
Yeah.
Well,
people's
yes,
anxiety
my
and make money off
OnlyFans
of
is
it.
on fire right now, but I feel like.
Wait,
I
you have an
deserve-
OnlyFans, but you don't have a Cameo?
Yes, OnlyFans is lenient. All right.
Brandon, I would kill to see your OnlyFans.
Maybe I should start one. and
He's
just
the
see how it
he's the
goes.
only
Can I tell you guys?
Brandon
So
is the only OnlyFans account that has only one fan.
So when I
Only
did
fan?
this movie, I'm going to tell you guys a racy story, but I did this movie. It was called Diminuendo, and I'm topless in it. And Brandon came to the screening of it.
Let's pull it up on the screen.
Yeah, exactly. I looked over. So there was the sex scene, and I look over at Brandon, and Brandon is just like sitting like this with his eyes down. And
Oh, it was like you're a parent who's trying to hide
Yeah.
him from.
it was my parents were there, and they were watching, and Brandon's just like, nope,
Did
nope.
they give you a thumbs up?
I don't want to see your tots, okay? I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I'm not
I would,
supposed to see
I
those
would feel a
before
little
marriage.
weird about that person.
No, that's totally fair. It was just cute to watch Brandon like huddled up in the seat, trying to protect our friendship.
My innocence.
Jeez, what a simp!
I was protecting my innocence.
What a simp. God.
What a simp!
That
Who wants to do a shot with me?
I don't
I'm
have a
doing
shot
it.
here, but I'll do
Ooh,
it.
I don't.
I'll chug.
I have to work out after this, but I'll do.
Oh,
more
good
of
luck.
this.
Okay. Yeah.
Here we
give me a
go.
sec. I have to go get a bottle.
What?
Hold on.
Everyone,
I'll take-
okay, everyone in the chat.
Yep.
All right, if you're going to get a bottle, I'll do it too. I'll grab an actual shot.
Chloe, can
Everyone
I come
in the
over?
chat, go
and
get your
have some
drinks. We're
alcohol?
gonna do a shot for the last
I have
20
I've
or so
got
minutes of the
2
stream.
handles here. Let me see if I can show. Hold on, I'm trying to get this picture sorted. So, how do I do this?
What does it take to make an OnlyFans?
You gotta be.
Come
hot.
on, dude. You couldn't do a cameo. Now you want to do an OnlyFans?
Well, but I feel like OnlyFans is a wider range.
Let me see if I can figure this out.
Oh wait, you can add gifts to this?
Oh God, this is so bad.
All right.
Here we go. I'm all good. I got my background.
All right, I got one for my wife too. She's
It's
gonna
all
come do
we
one.
can see is your side of the picture, but
Oh, you can't see. Oh, dang.
yeah.
All right, here we
But
go.
I,
Everyone get
I
your
love
shots
the
ready.
story behind that.
Get your shots ready.
It's one of my favorite Chloe stories.
Dana, get in here. Get in the shot.
The Elliot shot glass.
Oh,
I
she's
promise
tripping all
it's
over me.
Smash
All right,
Mouth.
Here we go, everyone, to a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Schlanche.
Cheers.
Cilantro.
Cheers.
Woo!
Woo!
Man, that is delicious.
Been a minute. Been a minute.
Tullamore Dew. Even the
Woo.
shitty bottle is very smooth.
Empties?
Yes.
Okay,
Brandon,
here
what are you
we go.
drinking?
Here's, by the way, here's my empties. so
Is it your
far.
rosé cider?
A bunch of it.
No,
Oh,
it's
God, Gaio.
Oh, burn.
it's
Holy
bottled
burn.
wine that I bought from
Ooh.
the
Oh,
man.
don't get Brandon started on his fucking wine anymore.
Gaio or barefoot.
He
man.
got like
We've
a
heard of
wine that's like the size of a Dublin Dr. Pepper.
Brandon likes to have things that look big in his tiny hands.
Yeah, true.
Or look small in it. Sorry, make his hands look large is what I'm trying
I'm
to
fine with the size of my penis if that's what you were referencing.
Whoa.
Oh, I know.
We're
You
just
mentioned
talking
it
hands, dude.
daily.
Back off, man. It's not about
Elliot-
that.
Elliot, I asked the question earlier, but what's the most pointless, stupid email response you've gotten from a company declaring their stance on COVID?
I haven't checked, honestly. I wish
got
I had
one,
a funny answer.
I got one from Snell golf balls last night.
An update on our coronavirus situation.
An update on these golf balls, guys. It's a serious situation. Let me see if I can find it.
Why is this tan place still open? I haven't been here since I was like 19. I still get emails.
Yeah, let me check
How'd you put gifts on there?
We are ensuring all equipment, chairs, tables, and door handles are being sanitized with metal. Why would anyone go get a tan right now?
Yeah.
I'm searching coronavirus in my email.
Here's from Snell Golf. From our family to yours, we hope you're all safe and healthy during this unprecedented event. As the COVID-19 pandemic continues, our Snell Golf team has taken additional measures to ensure safety and health of our staff and our customers. Our only essential staff will be coming to our headquarters to do what is needed to ensure that we continue to be a customer-first organization. So no shortage of golf balls, guys.
Yeah.
Isolation tanks, by the way, also let me know that
I guess I'm not on any email lists. I got nothing interesting to
they're closing.
You know what the funniest kind of response is? Oh, Mauricio Espinoza, thank you for the $10 super chat.
Thank you.
ES50678, thank you very much. The funniest one that I got, I think, not funny, but whatever. Alexis Garcia, thank you for the super chat, is from Scott's Cheap Flights, where they just continue to like post emails. They're like, guys, can you believe these savings? And they've had to put out multiple explanations of like why they're continuing to send the emails of like discounted flights.
Yeah, one of the things that with the canceled LA to New York trip was I just like there's a weird part of me that wants to know like what flights went down to. And let me tell you, there's a $48 flight from LA to New York City with two stops, 2 layovers. And just think of the people not reclining with you that would be in that metal tube in the sky.
Oh yeah, no, it's quite wild. I was before the big outbreak happened, before it all went crazy. I was trying to convince Elliot to time a vacation at the same time because
and I was like, I don't know about that.
Flights to Hawaii were like $250 round trip.
Flights to Hawaii, oh my god! But the resorts themselves are actually still the same price for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Like,
also, the people of Hawaii
affected.
are extremely upset at all the Americans coming there to visit.
Yeah.
Elliot, that just looks like you in the background of your image.
I go back and forth on that a lot because like a lot of my friends were like, oh, I can take advantage of this. You know what I mean? I can take advantage of this. But the moral ramifications of taking advantage of a situation where you could become a spreader, I don't know. I wrestle with that.
Well, the thing is, it's not about us anymore, right? Like at first I was worried about us. And then now I'm like, oh, wow, no, it's not about us. This is about immunocompromised elderly folks. Like it's about protecting everybody else.
Yes.
And that I think is weirdly that's a better motivator.
I think we're all good because we make fun of the guy who hoarded all the supplies and resold it, but he's become the spearhead enemy for everyone and anyone else is going to get looked over.
Yeah.
Really quick so I can promote everyone that's on here. Brandon, your Twitter is B Winfrey, right?
Yeah, and here's the first page of my fan fiction I just released.
Okay. Brandon's Twitter is right there.
I love how you just drove over that with a tank. You're just like, just like skip over it.
Oh yeah, B Winfrey is my Twitter.
And Chloe, yours is Skydart, right?
Yep, Skydart.
Boom. And then Phil is Phil DeFranco.
Yep. No, you nailed it.
Who's that?
I'm at Patty's Pub, everybody.
Philly D. That's
Philly.
Yep,
I think Brandon and I are going to do our COVID show after this as well.
Yes, so we're going to go do coffee and COVID.
Right
you have
after
to
this.
wait. You have to wait until
the Matrix right now.
You have
we're
to wait
not
until
doing-
Dropkick Murphys are done.
I am.
Fair.
Phil, yours is just Phil Lorigo.
Plorigo.
P Lorigo. There you go. All right, and you guys know where to find me and Elliot, but I'll put the Internet Today one anyway.
Yeah, Internet Today.
That's right.
This was a lot of fun. Thank you.
For some reason,
Yeah.
I didn't- We still have 20 minutes, and then we're gonna kick it over to the Dropkick Murphys. So I'm just making sure we get that out before too long. By the way, updated count: 150 cases in LA County now.
Oh shit! Cool, when did that get dropped?
Can I be honest?
40 minutes ago.
146 of them right here.
Yeah.
Hey, Patty's Pub.
We got 5 cases right here in the chat. Let's give a shout out.
I got to see if they're community spread.
There is a map, I think, on the LA Times that shows which cities, micro cities, and all that are affected. Andrew Rouse, Corn Pop was a bad dude. I got hairy legs, and I drive a long car, and I eat malty milkies, and I'm Joe Biden. Vote for me.
I didn't watch the debate. I
Hey, Brandon, you got some words like right here.
You have some shit right here in your face, Brandon.
Like here.
If anyone hasn't watched it yet, it is your duty as American citizens to watch all of the clips from the WWE performing to no one in the audience. The clip
it's high theater.
Weird. It's so surreal, you guys.
Did you see the Austin 316 one?
No.
Where he asked the crowd to give him a hell yeah, and it just cuts to empty seats. It is like a Tim and Eric sketch.
Well, I'm glad that they're playing with it.
Oh no, they are. The one where the guys like, you know how they'll like start talking shit, and then the opponent will show up.
Yeah.
They did one of those, but like no one cheers, so it's just like you see the guy's head bobbing around in the background, and he's like, "Oh no, he's here."
Did you see John Oliver's most recent one?
Yeah, we were talking about
where
that.
He had 2 people testing positive in his building, so they had to just go to a white screen somewhere. Like, it's so weird. It's so surreal to see all of this stuff happening. Especially when I was the crazy like 2 months ago.
I'm trying to find it so I can play it on the. Oh God, it's gonna take so long to find it. If anyone that has access to my Discord, just if someone can send me a link to the tweet that shows the Steve Austin clip, I would appreciate it. I'll play it on the stream. Because
they must have been aware.
We are gonna delete the
that,
stream.
Right?
Like this is nothing.
Real quick, look at Brandon. Brandon, you're like an anime character. Like you're just like a haircut with like a face.
By the way,
are you a Gorillaz CD cover? Like what is happening?
By the way,
no, he seriously does look like a MySpace profile picture. Like
big shout out to everyone on Twitter who has tagged the Internet Today Twitter account with screenshots of them like losing their shit to this 5-person chaotic live stream. Because I just opened it up and there's so many people taking pictures of it. It's insane.
I'm sure it is.
I stand Tiny Phil.
Oh, okay, Kusea is posting it. Oh no, that's one of them. That's not the Stone Cold one though.
Oh, there we go.
You have a slide whistle, Elliot.
Oh, Elliot. Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm so looking forward to seeing all the weird shit that comes out of this quarantine, like all of the weird content that people are making.
Listen, we're gonna delete this anyway, so I'm gonna show this clip from WWE. Not everyone.
No, don't delete.
What?
No, why are you deleting?
Well, we're gonna get struck if I show this clip.
No.
Oh boy.
Are you sure?
Classic.
Risk it? Chat, should we risk it?
If you. Where's Eagle Rock? Oh, Eagle Rock's not on the list. What up?
All right. Here,
realistically.
Here we go. I'm showing it. Everyone, shush, shush, shush. Ready?
Here we go.
And I started listening to him. And they took my crooked little world and they turned it into a majestic fun house.
Brendan, you look like a sports fan right now.
Broke me, John.
Elliot's a king of the hill.
Fiend.
Chloe went to hell.
Put me back together. And at WrestleMania, it's going to be a slaughter. You just don't know it yet.
Who's this guy talking to? I can't see who he's talking to.
Let me in.
John Cena.
John Cena.
It's Clint Eastwood talking to a chair.
I see what you mean. Because you can't.
Here, this is the better one.
Let's trace our steps back. Why did Bray Wyatt fall? Let's put them. What should have happened 6 years ago? Ending the existence of the most overhyped,
I need a better
overvalued,
picture. I'm feeling itchy.
overprivileged
Hold on.
WWE superstar in existence.
Yowie wowie!
Yowie wowie.
Holy cow, John. That is some seriously riveting stuff, man. I mean, you had my attention.
He's
And
just
so you
alone. It's amazing.
I'm really glad you're here. Even though you're saying some really mean and hateful stuff about me.
There's no like
It's
echo
good
or
to
anything
see you
either.
again, John. But I mean, look at you. Look at you. You're doing great.
All right, I'm gonna try to find the whatchamacallit, the Austin 316 one because it's so good.
Can I get a hell yeah? Yeah, because it was March 16th. Is Austin's day.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Here. I got it. All right, hold on.
It's all about. Give me a hell yeah. I said, if you want to know what 316 Day is all about, give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah!
It's so weird. It's like monster trucks without an audience. It's so weird.
What 316 Day is all about?
But it's everything with an audience right now. Nobody has an audience.
I
love it so much.
If you want to know,
Yeah, this is how all live entertainment should be.
Yes.
Better
Yeah,
that
exactly.
way.
That's it. This whole outbreak has pulled the curtain back on production so well, and it shows
Correct.
how much actual fans are needed to support everything that is going on with sports and everything.
Phil, you remember our audience at ASG? This is all.
Those six people were very nice people, Chloe.
ASG is attacking the show gaming.
Lovely.
All systems go.
I sent you
All
that
systems
tweet.
gone.
Yo, I was drunk. I was editing. It took me, Chloe, I'm not exaggerating, 12 hours to find 90 seconds of that show that could be sent to another person. And I was like, oh, and it's fucking terrible.
I was trying so hard to
doesn't hold
find a game like they don't do it anymore. As far as I know, chat, please correct me if I'm wrong. I tried to find a game by searching before I buy it, like a sports game that allows for CPU versus CPU, so that I could just stream like the Patriots versus the Green Bay Packers on Madden, but they just play each other.
They used to be able to do that.
Yeah, they used to. It's not a thing anymore, as far as I know. And MLB The Show just came out, but it's only on PlayStation. But I think Brandon's Ghost just entered the chat.
Yeah, I do have to say that this chat went down significantly once we all added our custom backgrounds. By the way, Slipknot 9/11 inside job. Way to go.
Wow. Okay.
Perfect.
Corona.
A lot of people have been saying
I
this.
need
Corona.
Corona just for online content now.
What the fuck is happening?
Hey, Boomhauer.
Is that
You got a
Boomhauer?
point
Yeah.
Oh, wait, press your
there.
button.
Boomhauer, you got a point there.
I got my Jared Leto Joker behind me.
Leto.
Leto?
Oh, sorry. Is it Leto?
I think it is.
Yes.
Sorry. Oh no. Oh, I'll just leave. Sorry, guys.
You should.
I really
Get the
blocked
hell
that
out of here,
one.
woman.
Fake gamer girl.
Did you hear about what happened with Jared Leto though?
Yes,
He's
we talked
lying.
about it, but he's
He's
lying.
fucking
He's
lying.
Totally lying.
Oh my god, it's so crazy. No, but there's also the people that in what's it called?
Big Brother.
Big Brother in Germany.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and they're live streaming. That's the shit that I'm talking
gonna
about.
be-
That's
it's gonna be tough.
despicable.
Yeah,
It's
like-
despicable.
I love it. Fuck that.
And I'm
hope
gonna
you
watch
guys have
the
been
shit out of it.
enjoying your time here in the Big Brother house. There's a few things we need to update you on from the outside world. I know we're not supposed to tell you anything, but there's just a few small things that we need to tell you.
Just a little thing. Just a little thing.
So, do you have grandparents? Does anyone have grandparents in the house?
Oh god.
Yes, I love my grandmother very much. Why do you ask?
Your grandma's
Well,
dead, kid.
Your grandma is dead because there's
All
a
of your
pandemic
grandmas are dead.
sweeping the entire world right now.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Anyway, get back to getting drunk and having sex with each other for our cameras, please.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, when
Chloe,
this
your
show's done,
background has something right here. It's like right here.
My mom's calling me.
If you move your head over, you can see
Oh,
the
Brandon,
other
keep your
side.
mom. Wait,
Oh, yeah.
Brandon's
Right.
mom's calling. We gotta get
Yeah.
Brandon.
Oh
Keep
my
it on
God,
speakerphone.
Donna.
Speakerphone.
Yes, Donna's
Hey,
the
Mom.
best.
Put her on.
I'm about to
her
put you on
on.
speakerphone. Okay.
Brandon's mom.
You're about to be
How
streamed.
considerate. I don't ever
Is
tell
that
my
okay?
mom I'm gonna put her on speaker. I'm just
Okay,
like,
wait,
here
wait.
you are.
Hey, Mom. you
She sounds
immediately
so
went to-
lovely.
She really is.
How are you? I'm sorry I missed your call last night.
Oh.
Why are they still making you go in?
We are a healthcare provider.
I know.
Oh, your mom's a
but-
hero.
They're saying you're a hero, and it's true. Well, how was it? Are y'all still locking down more and stuff?
We're very busy.
All right.
Business is booming.
Do you want to tell? I went to Costco today and it wasn't panicked, but Trader Joe's, man, I'm not ready to die, so I avoided
How's
that.
he gonna get that cider, that rosé cider he loves so much?
What's worse, the grocery store or the virus?
The parking lot, really. We have fun here. We have LA jokes. Do you want to tell one story from my childhood that's embarrassing?
Yes, please.
Is it the spider?
Oh, just one?
Wow, shots fired.
A story from your childhood that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Well, when you were in kindergarten, I went to see the kindergarten teacher, just a normal parent-teacher conference, and she was like, she had this little baby voice that she talked like this, and so we were talking, and she said, she talked about how well you were doing, and she said, I just have one little problem. I won't talk like her, but anyway, that you kept standing up. You didn't want to sit in your chair. And I said, oh my goodness, well, you need to make him sit in his chair. Well, that's okay. I just let him stand up as long as he doesn't bother other people. So you were always fidgety, I guess.
He always wanted to be
He's
taller
always a
than
little
everyone
fidgety
else.
boy.
Always fidgety.
By-
Where's your mom from?
My mom's from Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Oh,
Tennessee.
okay.
They have
Miss
a farm
Donna,
out.
tell
Kid
Donna.
Rock is gonna infect her.
All right, Chloe says
What,
hi.
is it something about what I said?
No, we love you.
Yeah,
No, they love your
everyone
accent.
loves you.
Everyone loves you, Mom.
Currently, around 2,270 people love you.
Around 2,270 people love you. There you go.
Well, you were riding with your grandmother and Aunt Laura, and you were in the back seat, and you said, I wonder, is my uncle Hunker, you called him Hunker instead of Hunter, is he fun? Is he funny?
Okay.
Ask your mom about the spider. Ask your mom about spiders.
No.
Ask your mom about
Okay.
spiders.
All right, Mom. I will let you go.
Thank
No,
you, Smack
Brandon,
My
ask your
Biatch,
mom about spiders.
for the super chat.
All
Please,
right.
please.
Oh wait, she hung up.
She hung up on you.
Oh, wow.
She hung up.
Brandon, wait, do you guys know about Brandon and spiders?
No.
No, tell us.
Is he terrified of them?
No.
Brandon, you want to tell the story?
Yeah, let me text my mom real quick.
Oh my
I
god.
like how he's a Texas mom.
That's him on a date. Hold on, let me just take my mom.
If I could fucking bail out of the conversation with my dad immediately, I would call him just to have him be like, "You got goddamn Chinese spilled a jar of virus."
Damn bat soup.
But
If
no,
it wasn't for all these Chinese drinking bat wings,
Dude, by the way, no. Bat soup is super racist, but no one gets it yet.
So my anyways, when I was little, I watched Spider-Man for the first time, the animated show in the 90s, and my parents worked, so I was like from like 2 till
my parents worked so I could run.
so, yeah.
Brag. Brag.
But but
Oh, we're losing it.
I went, and after I saw Spider-Man, I would go home after school and go in the backyard, and I would find spiders and put them on
And become a man.
my hand, and I would like. Spiders don't naturally want to bite you. I learned that you have to prod them to make them bite you.
This is why your dating life is so fucked.
I do okay. If
You
I
gotta poke them a little bit.
Right.
You gotta get their attention.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to flirt, to be
So
fair.
he got in trouble with his mom because
So
his mom
one of
was
them
like,
got infected, but this is after, I want to say at least a dozen spider bites. Because I would just go home and repeat this process. I had a thing when I was a kid where I really wanted to be a superhero. I created an obstacle course. I remember our tire swing in the background broke. So what I did is I
In the
sharpened
background, by the way.
What? Who
Not the
farted?
backyard, the background. A true professional.
But when I would sharpen the ends of both sticks and I tied it to the rope swing, and what I would do is I would chuck it and it would spin this sharp stick, and I would practice dodging it. so I could increase my dexterity and agility.
Well, we love you for it. As we could have expected, the Dropkick Murphys are not as hip to the streaming game as we all would have hoped.
Oh.
They don't have any live streams up currently, but their Twitch currently is active because of the chat room. But I'm also monitoring their YouTube page, so we have about 5 minutes left before the Dropkick Murphys should take the stage. So I'm actively waiting to see when this goes live, and then we'll push to that. But I'm going to take one more bathroom break, and I will I'm going to let Brandon and Chloe ask questions of each other, Phil, Elliot, and myself.
Yeah.
Brandon and I talk all the time. I know everything I need to know about Brandon at this point, unless his mom has some more good stories.
Never met my mom.
No, I haven't.
So wait, Brandon, what is
No,
your
he
mom's,
was talking about him.
What is your mom's job exactly?
So here's what I don't understand. So she said that it is true that she is a medical professional, but she runs, she's the director of benefits and something else for a big healthcare chain, right? I forget what it's called. I forget the exact. But in Memphis. So and they just acquired another healthcare chain and stuff like that. So I don't know why she needs to be in work. I don't know why she needs to be going into work.
Yeah, it seems like something that could be done remotely.
Yeah.
Yes. And I get right now everything's kind of on fire because like the whole and my mom does a lot more than just like the benefits. Like she's taken on like a lot of roles and stuff like that. But I guess and I talked with her about this and I was like, hey, you should really work from home. And she was like, I know, but my boss is like the VP of the company is like, it doesn't think of it as a big deal. And I'm like, just when the medical shit think it's a big deal. But it's just a big deal for me because my grandmother, as I said, like my grandmother's staying with them right now. And my mom's in her 60s, so she's at risk. And my grandmother, who is in her mid 80s.
Your mom sounds fine though. She's doing great. What the hell?
Yeah,
just
she's
happened?
doing good.
There we go.
Sorry, my bad.
Here's what I'll say is that, like, look, what you need is a person who's very much in charge. And what we need right now is love. So would you say that you need a love guru in charge of things?
Yes.
Chloe, are you in charge? Do you know a love guru who might be able to do this?
I would watch Brandon as love guru, by the way.
Absolutely. No
What,
question.
me?
Oh,
I
wow.
think he would be a fabulous love guru.
No. I want to
Yeah.
be Hitch in Hitch 2. Two Hitched.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was your.
Yo,
Hitch
what
2,
about
Electric
this? Can I
Boogaloo.
pitch a movie? Can I pitch a movie?
Yes.
What about it's Brandon in Hitch 2, but he's both characters. He's the guy giving him advice, but he's also, it's like Fight Club, but it's Hitch 2.
I love. Oh my god, I would watch that so hard, Phil. Not even ironically.
It's Brandon's older self giving his younger self still terrible advice.
Yeah. And he's like, no,
You just gotta poke and prod him.
steal her underwear.
I'm
Here's the
so
way.
determined
You know
to
what?
do this
I consider
quarantine
the
dating
long
show.
approach. I consider the long approach, right?
Or
With dating.
Wait, Brandon, that's the problem. You need to approach the girthy approach. It's not the
That's
long
fair.
approach. They do
Yeah,
not
that's fair.
like
It's
the
about
long
the
approach.
it's width
It's
versus
not
girth.
size.
Not this.
No, I think. Well, that's
She gets.
okay. Yeah, I'm just awkward. I don't know how to flirt. Never flirted in my life. But I do think I have.
Never.
Brandon's both sides of the
Any
coin.
girl
He's either
can-
like I can flirt like a motherfucker, or he's like I've never flirted before.
Any
in my
girl
life.
can deep throat a string of spaghetti.
Anyone. They say they won't. They say, "Oh, I'm a good church-going girl. My daddy's a pastor."
But
They wouldn't even serve
If you-
spaghetti at my girl's school because it was too phallic. So I wouldn't know how to do that. She's fucking lying. She is a fucking liar. She can deep throat that spaghetti. She could probably do two at once.
Brandon,
Yeah, and
if
if
you're
you
if you're
sneeze, you
single
can
and
have
ready
it
to
come out your
mingle,
nose.
there's a bi dude in the chat that thinks you're cute.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Don't turn
you
down.
know
not
a friend with
good-
a mustache
I
who's
told-
single and ready to Pringle.
Oh, can I try that?
He's the Pringles guy. It's the Pringles guy.
I got my
I
wife
did-
some sour beer, so I'm gonna try it.
Oh no.
That sounds
Sour beer
awful.
tastes like
My
stomach
wife.
acid. It's so
Say
bad.
hi
Yeah.
to Dana for me.
Usually
Hi, Dana.
so
Of course, it's
bad.
hi.
Hi, Chloe.
Hi,
Yay.
Dana. I'm also.
I feel
Brandon,
like it's
shut up.
impossible to drink sour beer
Come
if
say
you've
hi, come say
ever
hi really
thrown
quick.
up
So bad.
while drunk.
Makeup on.
It doesn't matter if you have makeup on.
Everyone looks like shit, Dana.
Yeah, we all look like shit.
How
That's fair.
Especially
You're
Brandon.
dare you? I put on
You're
lipstick.
compared to Chloe.
Chloe
so
looks
I've
great.
got, look at my
But,
overalls. I'm wearing this.
Yeah.
I bought
Captain
overalls-
Lee Dama, thank you for
I
the super
need to
chat.
see myself,
You can
sorry.
see it here.
No. It's
What
not
does it say on
Up
there?
top left, top left.
Oh. Yeah, I'm.
Dana's about to play Overwatch.
Oh man, I miss Overwatch so much.
That was
I love
the-
that Brandon's been standing this whole time. He's gotten way more exercise out of this.
He's
than
been doing
anyone.
squats
twice
the
as many
entire time.
calories
I
as
have.
us.
You should see these thighs. They're ready to crush.
Yeah.
Or shower.
I don't
Oh.
think we're ready to crush at
Do
all.
anything.
Their live stream
Who needs a
is
shower, man.
Dropkick
We're
Murphys
gonna
live
see-
stream is technically up, but is it stop? Okay, I got a little too drunk. It is currently a pre-show.
Okay. It's like every time Bernie Sanders streams, and I'm like, "Hey, where you at, motherfucker?" And it takes like half an hour. I get it.
So
But
far
on-
it looks
on
like they're
paper,
only live
Elliot,
on
you're like,
Twitch.
hey, old man,
Oh, nope. Okay,
where
cool.
are you? And
Yeah.
It's just like, maybe Elliot is the one with the problem.
Oh, they're
maybe.
already having terrible sound issues.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
Shocker.
man.
Hold on,
that's a
So, Ricky,
problem.
Elliot, as people in
very bad
bands,
sound issues.
Usually these are really easily cleared up, right?
What?
Sound issues with bands and venues and
So here's the problem.
echoey rooms.
and I will
Oh
say,
yeah.
It only takes about
Oh
2 minutes,
yeah.
3
I will
minutes
say,
to
here's the
fix
thing.
it.
Here's the thing. There is a
Fix it in post?
huge, and I want everyone to know this because this is a big problem with live streaming events. There is a huge, the most monumental differential between live audio and live or audio directly to a stream. It is a
Yep.
completely different art. It is like digital art versus paintings. It is so fucking different but the same at the same time that it is not surprising that these lifetime bands and their sound
Lifetime.
engineers are
Lifetime.
struggling to bring things online. That is not abnormal.
I'm
It is
loading
a
up the
completely
stream.
different universe. And
Ellie,
by the
what is
way,
your background?
firsthand experience, I've worked for a bunch of bands that do that have done, obviously live shows, but then they'll go on like Jimmy
regular
Kimmel and
Clown
stuff.
Posse, Insane Clown Posse.
So they'll
Medium
do
Insane Clown Posse.
they'll do live shows on like Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Conan, whatever. When you go on those shows, it doesn't matter if your sound guy has been touring with you for 20 fucking years. You go on those shows and they're like, this guy has to get out of the fucking room.
Yeah.
Because we know what we're doing and you have to get the fuck out because you're going to ruin whatever we're doing.
Well, it's there's a complete difference in headroom, which is basically headroom is like your loudest sounds need to be at like as close to 0 dB digital as possible, which is the loudest possible sound, and your lowest sounds, that's where things get complicated. On like a fucking actual album release, the headroom is going to be wide. It's going to be like 30 decibels wide. On TV, it's different. On a live stream on the internet, it's different. And if you fuck that up, it's going to sound like mud.
Update, Dropkick Murphys stream just went down already.
All right, well,
Oh.
we're not going anywhere,
We've been
folks.
watching.
We will stay here until it goes back live and they are playing a concert that sounds good.
At some point, I have to steal Brennan for our show about coronavirus.
By the way, I just want to remind everyone.
Although I am
83
very
year.
tipsy, and this is probably a bad
Well,
idea.
no, that's great because if the Dropkick Murphys shit fails, we'll just immediately send everyone over to your stream.
All right. That
Chloe
sounds
got
good.
last place playing Forza at E3.
Wait, okay,
Oh,
so
don't fucking start with me, Brandon. You know
Chloe,
exactly what happened there.
what is
Yes?
what is your guys' link if people want to watch you instead of?
It's
instead
just
of-
youtube.com/skydart. We'll be
Okay,
up in
hold on.
like probably
Uh,
10 minutes from when we
and
leave here. Yeah.
She
slash
shares
Skydart,
20% of the
that's it?
profits with
Just
me.
youtube.com/skydart, right?
Yep.
YouTube.com.
It's literally the show is just like talking about what's happened this week.
Chloe, are you doing okay, or do you want us to send you money for appearing?
Yeah. Could you just Venmo me some cash?
No, if you send us your PayPal, we'll send you some money.
No, God, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, we're sending Brandon
I do
and Phil
have to
money.
be non-ironic for a
Send
moment.
Tito's, man.
Like Brandon and Chloe, you guys have been instrumental in the thing of like everything's okay. Like let's ground this, like lightning rods amongst that, and that's very, very rare. Where like everything when you look at a TV or every website and article is just like panic, 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 and you're being very realistic about stuff. And like let's take it all in. Like,
Yeah.
I'll do that. So
That's all,
I
Chloe.
really appreciate that.
Thank
What
you.
you all been doing.
Aw, man.
You're
right,
coming from
there-
the other. You're eating from the
Dropkick
other
Murphys
end of
are
the
not live
sandwich.
yet,
It's
but
like,
they have fixed their audio.
Okay.
So as soon as they go live, I will spam the link in the chat, and then we all have to enter chat and be like, "Internet Today sent us." So I will let you know when their show is actually live, because they're going to be doing a pre-show for a bit.
All right.
Oh, Elliot's got his recorder
then,
out. Oh, Brandon's almost finished his wine.
Let me play Shipping Up to Boston for you.
That's a full-on slide whistle, right? Is that like 20 cents on Amazon?
We could do more book recs.
Thanks, Burn.
Okay, let's do a live reading of my fan fiction.
Oh God, this is a fucking shit show.
Read your fucking fan fiction.
Shots.
All right. Thank you for the music. I'll start it now.
Guys, everyone in the chat that has a lot of money, we need $30 more to be able to pay Brandon and Phil.
Oh, dear God.
Pay up. Everyone pay.
If we can get 30 people to donate $1, we can pay Brandon and Phil to pay their rent this month.
You all right, Phil?
All up.
What just happened?
Where is he down?
Phil is
Oh my
dead.
God. What is that?
Oh no!
Phil ran out of money.
Oh, hold on. Can we do a belly off? I've got a good belly for you. Hold on.
Wait, our own bellies? I don't like to show my
No,
stomach.
we're still waiting. No, we're waiting to see Brandon's nipples.
Oh, yeah. Did you?
God,
I
no.
told him about the low nipple.
Come on, I showed you his nipple. You
Oh,
saw
Phil's
his
back.
nipples on the vendors thing. Come on.
Oh, right. Vendors.
You
I
can't break
forgot
this
about
guy
that.
over the coals.
Found it. Yeah, bitch. Oh my God. Hold on.
Is that Justin Timberlake?
There you go. Jesus sent us 99 cents.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, the pre-show for Dropkick Murphys has started, but the live show has not.
Yeah. And I do want to say,
Lisa
I normally.
with the $2.
All right,
still
one
here?
more. There it is.
There we go.
If you want to submit questions now, if you do a super chat, we will answer your question until the show starts. Ty Sawyer, $2 for nipple time.
We're still doing fucking...
Oh, Redrick just bought the whole crowd and Aptera with $50 for the nipple
Oh!
donation. Brandon, you gotta do it.
Man, it sucks. Brandon's job at Machinima the entire time was
Muka, thank you very much.
shit for money.
Jesse,
for
thank you.
donations and Stream.
Is this illegal to be shirtless on stream?
No, show your
Just
nipples.
don't show your feet. You're fine.
Okay.
Joe Cusick, thank you very much for the 149. Show your nipples, Brandon.
Oh God.
Damn,
he did it.
You were in great shape. What is your body fat percentage? Holy shit.
See, look.
Look at those low nipples.
Look at the nips.
No.
Those
I don't-
nipples
They're
are
low.
pointing south. You could
They're
set
low.
your watch to those nipples.
They
Here's
are
what
a little bit low.
It's
I think-
happening. I get
let me
it.
tell you
I'm
why I
feeling
think-
now.
Michael Wilson with $25. Julian, thank you very much for 50 Mexican dollars.
Oh
I
man, you
think-
gotta
Joe
do this on
Figueroa,
Coffee and
Eric.
COVID now.
Here's
Lucas,
why.
Robert.
But
Oh,
here's
there's
why.
Brandon.
Forrest
I was
says they're kind of low.
I was a chubby kid, so I think I used to have like more boobs, and I think they
More
deflated
boobs.
down. So this is the saggage of the skin. So I think.
All right,
See, I'm
yams
telling
are
you, everyone
$20.
I
We're
think
gonna
it's
send
pronounced
we're gonna send Brandon
Sagage.
we're gonna send Brandon
Chloe,
and
you have a
Phil
thing
we're gonna
right-
send Brandon
like
and Phil
right behind
$250 each. We're gonna
Right
do it.
behind
Oh no,
you.
you don't have to.
We're
do
gonna
that
no, we're
much.
sending you guys $250 each. We're gonna send it to him after this. Send me your PayPal, Brandon.
Thank you. Oh well, thank you. That's
Thank you, Alex. Thank you,
too
Andrew,
kind.
Frosty,
Look at this.
Robert Bidonde. Thank you, guys.
Oh dang.
We're gonna send
just
them.
have-
We're gonna send
Brandon,
them.
how do you
a
feel?
small
You-
portion of their rent,
I think
but a
you've
portion nonetheless.
officially. I think you've already started your OnlyFans.
Yeah. See, could I get away with an OnlyFans if I
Yeah.
did like
Yeah.
funny?
Gamer
pictures?
Austin, thanks for being a new member. Jose
If you-
Oviedo, thank
Brandon, I
you.
know
Where
you're not
wigs
gay,
sell
but if you
backwater.
were, you would be a twink.
Dude, I think about it all
They're
the
very
time.
popular.
I think
They're very popular
That's
twink.
what I've heard.
I thought about going to Japan and becoming a male escort because I. Think
He's
I could
talked
clean
about this.
Oh yeah,
literally
you
every
look.
month for
You
a-
basically look like a
years.
anime character.
it. Yeah.
He kind
feel
of
like a lot
does.
of women would be into
well,
it. It's
we're
the
both
eyes.
we're both Attack on Titan, huh?
Chloe, do you
Yeah.
have any saved DMs that you've gotten that we can do creepy text theater on the fly
Oh
here?
my god. No, I don't think so. No, let me see. I mean, I only post bread and dogs on Instagram now.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
see if I've got anything good.
I made an Instagram
Talk
for my
amongst
cats
yourself.
because they need to start pulling their weight in this economy.
Yeah, everyone needs to mobilize.
Outpatient, thank you. Brandine, thank you. Christopher Brown with the 50. Phil, here, bring him back. Oh, and hey,
Yeah.
Brandon. Thank you very much, Christopher Brown, the good Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Let me open Snapchat and see what's going on.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
man.
Here in
A treasure trove.
Yeah, let me see. I haven't been on here in literally Let me see. I don't even know how to use this anymore. Wait.
Oh my God,
Creepy
Brandon
text theater was
Harrington.
Somebody
Brandon
sent me a
Harrington
picture.
with the $20. Jose
I
with
tried
the
to-
membership.
I tried to find creepy text and I couldn't find it anymore.
Yeah, you gotta dig pretty far. They've been backed up on a few channels, but it's hard to
Yeah.
find.
Mr. Archangel became a member. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, thank you.
Irvin, thank you for the $4. They are still in their pre-show.
Dudes rock.
It's just them smashing a house over and over again.
We got the nipples. That just
Thank you.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, girl. Thank you for the dono.
I don't have enough dick pics. Sorry, guys.
Okay, fine. Well, you
Has
don't,
anybody ever
don't
sent you
show
a
the
dick
dick
pic?
pics.
Has anyone ever sent you a dick pic?
Yeah, God, yes. Unfortunately.
Brandon,
I've never once taken a picture of my penis. I don't understand.
But have you ever gotten a tit pic though, Brandon?
Yes, I have.
What?
See, that's bullshit. Double standards. If somebody sends you a tit pic, you got to send them a dick pic in response. That's how it
No,
works.
I just say lol and I move
Let
on.
me find my cat's.
Lol,
Instagram.
you laugh. You laugh at the tits.
He's
You're laughing at the tits.
Hey,
Maybe that's why you're not getting
single.
as many
Sorry,
dates.
son.
All right, don't judge me. I'll put my cat's Instagram in here. Hold on. It's only 3 pictures. I literally just started it.
Does your cat have an OnlyFans too?
Wait, it has a
soon enough.
Instagram? Your cat has an Instagram? Link that up.
I think this is the correct link. Okay, try that, people. Let me
What
see
is
if
a
that works for
simp?
myself.
I don't know what a simp is. I'm behind
simp
on my
is-
terminology.
It's
A
the guy-
simp is a
reply
man who
guy.
does this shit.
It's just a new word for reply guy,
It's-
but like reply guy became a more generalized term. So simp is now
It's
specifically a reply guy who like follows hot girls and replies to all of her.
Oh, I see.
messages
I
and
see.
defends her even when
It's
she
like
acts
a
like a fucking
specific,
idiot.
specific type. It's
A simp is a man who sucks his own dick.
Hey, Chloe, I'm so sorry. You've a tattooed asshole behind, like right behind.
What? Oh God!
It's right there.
What about a tattooed asshole?
3 pictures of Paul Rudd.
Big shout out to all of these followers who are just spamming the account I made for my cats on Instagram.
Yeah.
You guys, this was so. When I was tuning in, this felt very like there was a format, and now I don't even know.
There's no
it.
format. Absolutely not.
Oh, there.
We're literally just waiting for Dropkick
I'll see
Murphys
you in
to
the
start
garbage.
streaming live.
Oh man.
And okay, Elliot, would you like to explain why we're so excited to see the Dropkick Murphys specifically?
Well, I mean, in general, just Dropkick Murphys there in terms of Irish American bands.
Oh, yeah.
Who combine punk genre with Irish folk music. They're kind of the number one. I'd say Flogging Molly, a very close second.
Love Flogging Molly so much. They're so great.
In fact, personally, I might like Flogging Molly a little bit more at this point. When I was younger, it was probably in reverse. But Dropkick Murphys, great punk band, great combination of Irish folk with punk. They've played a St. Patrick's Day show every year since like 1990. It's like their fucking thing. And this is the first year that all live performances of everything are canceled. And they said, no, fuck that. We will be damned. We will be damned if we're missing St. Patrick's Day because of some damn virus. We're going to live stream that shit, which is very cool. But personally, for me and Ricky, our specific affection for the Dropkick Murphys comes from our trip to PAX East like 6 years ago during this machinima show called AFK that was an absolute nightmare.
Oh yeah.
I remember this.
We talk about it kind of in depth on one of the most recent.
I have to stop you, Elliot. I have to stop you
It's
because the
starting. It's starting.
Dropkick Murphys are live. So we're gonna
Okay.
spam. This is where you can go watch Dropkick Murphys live. We're spamming the link in chat right now, guys.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be here for about 5 more minutes while they play, and get you guys set up over there. Please go ahead and leave our chat. Thank you so much to all the super
Oh, it
chats.
sounds really good.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much
it
to all the
does sound
super
really
chats,
good.
all the brand new members. Thank you, Chloe, Brandon, Phil, Elliot.
Dude, their chat is fucking wild. They got
Yeah.
Going wild, yeah. They have 100,000 people watching.
Holy
Jesus
shit!
Christ.
Good for them.
All right, so enjoy Dropkick Murphys. Everyone head over there. Here's the link. I'll spam it one more time.
They're not social distancing. They're not 6 feet away from each other. This is
Yeah, on stage they are infecting each other,
Disrespectful.
but the crowd is not there. So we're all going to head over and watch Dropkick Murphys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you very soon. We love you. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you,
Chloe,
Brandon.
Phil.
Thank
I
you,
see you
Phil.
guys in the
Thank
chat.
you, Chloe.
Aw, thank you.
Yeah, it's good to see you. It's been a
Hell
while.
yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys too.
Oh, Daryl, really quick. Daryl Mathis, $50 with the super chat. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, Daryl Mathis.
Thank you.
Thanks,
wow.
man.
Thank you to everyone. Christopher Brown, Brandon Harrington, everyone that contributed today.
Heroes.
Thank you guys. Thanks for joining us. And also after Dropkick Murphys, make sure you go watch Brandon and Chloe on youtube.com/skydart. I'll link it one more time in the chat.
Yeah.
And watch their show during quarantine.
And if you got room for more, I'm always down to join in.
Yeah, really?
Hell yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Enjoy the Dropkick Murphys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Mwah, mwah.